welcome back. It's been a brief break for the holidays, but welcome back to Dungeons and Dipshits. We're back for another couple weeks before Christmas. And yeah, it's your DM Kales here, as always. Joined by 4 of my dipshits. We're missing one, but exams take precedence.
Man, it's important.
So,
Sorry.
are you getting notifications already?
No, it was just like loud, the music.
Oh, yeah. So, would anyone like to give a quick recap of what they remember of what happened last time in Gresher?
Let's see. Dimitri, Perfugo, and Oppo went and investigated the stash of drugs. Well, Dimitri had a little bit of a drug event in the beginning. Then we went and discovered the source of these drugs, which became the Swath, which is the criminal underground in Gresher. We were offered a job, potential job, don't know what it is, for a wealthy sum of 30,000 gold, which we were given the day to think about. While we were doing that, Aki and Caspian were off at the Arcanon Collective as well as the university, gathering a shit ton of information, as well as getting in.
Yeah, lore
Yeah,
dump
man.
for
We
sure.
were getting that scholar shit in.
I think I talked for 3 fucking hours straight.
Oh,
Yeah, there's no
that was some good on the spot shit too.
Ah, a lot of that was made
Yeah,
up.
no,
So,
I mean, the warning was when we started the campaign that I was gonna make you think. I was gonna make you do shit.
Oh, mental gymnastics, man, every
Yep.
week.
But now we're all meeting back at the tavern to see what we're gonna do.
Yep, so that's more or less accurate. The one thing I want to correct you on is the Swath. It wasn't just one job. The Swath was talking about. It was a couple jobs.
Okay, a couple jobs, yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, you guys. Dimitri had a quick run-in with some Swath members. Got an experimental pouch of spice. Put it up his butt for a while.
Oof.
Stupid.
Almost dosed Appa with it. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you guys gambled a little bit. Found out that the underbelly of the Swath, which was in Pigeon East, is actually a very high rollers casino. And
Shit. Very
yeah, some very illegal shit going on in there. You guys made some connections with Farron, who is the Archmage of the Alabaster Ichondria, which is the Chapter Arcanum's regional mage tower. And then you guys also met, what was his name?
The head
Headmaster?
Headmaster.
Falconwright. Professor Falconwright.
Headmaster.
Demeterius Falconwright.
Demeterius Falconwright, yes. And made some connections with him. Essentially, Caspian was going to join your escapade in the hope that you'll be delving into historical ruins and finding artifacts, and then, once you brought them back to the university, then you would be have access to more of their knowledge. You guys did spend a little bit of time in their library. And also Farron granted Aki access to, I think it was the
Fifth
5
floor.
levels.
Fifth level.
Rank 5.
5 floors. Rank 5 of the Alabaster Ichondria.
Right off the bat.
Right off the bat, because you showed your mage prowess with augmenting of different elements, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so you guys have all, after talking with Ember and receiving his offer, you guys all have joined back in the Silver Coin Inn. It's probably still pretty late, because you guys had to meet there at like midnight. So it's probably like 2 or 3 in the morning when Apo, Dimitri, and Perfugo return back to the Silver Coin. Caspian and Aki, would you guys have been asleep, or would you guys have been waiting up for them to return?
Definitely asleep.
Yeah, I would have been asleep.
This
by
is
now.
past my bedtime. I must get to sleep.
If they're not in the lower common area, then I would probably tell Dimitri and Perfugo, like, let's talk about this in the morning, basically.
Okay,
So
so you
until
guys all sleep.
midnight.
Go ahead and take your long rest. and then you guys will all be convened downstairs in the tavern. In the morning. So, sun comes back up. It's a bit grayer today, and it's kind of some marine layer has rolled in from the cliff sides. It's a bit colder and blustier, and a bit chillier than it's been the last couple of days. You hear a light pattering of rain on the windowsills as you guys wake up. But as every other day, the Silver Coin Inn is a bustle of activity at this hour. Merchants have come in to get out of the cold. They're all talking business. People have papers out. They're looking over maps and charts and writing contracts and the typical stuff that you've been seeing in the Silver Coin Inn, where it's the local spot for merchants to come and have a drink and talk business. And as you guys come down, J-Lift turns and goes, "Oh, good morning. It's your third day here. Is this your last day? You guys will be taking off?"
Potentially, maybe not. I don't know. I will turn to the group though, and say, we should discuss what happened last night, but do
He
so
turns you
in-
back around. He goes, "Well, I mean, if you're planning to stay here another night, I'm going to need some more gold."
I will throw down. How much for 3 more nights?
Hold on, let me see. The rest of you guys, what are you guys doing? You guys are all downstairs.
I'll be eating some breakfast.
Okay.
Good morning, Jaylee. I'm gonna give him a little wink.
He goes, "Oh,
Hitting on the bartender.
Aki, yes. Good morning. Yes." So Caspian, go ahead and mark off probably let's say 2 silver for breakfast.
Okay.
He goes, Oppo, yes. That'll cost you. Yeah, it's 3 gold a night here.
I'll give him 10 for 3 nights, basically.
Okay. And I assume you're bunking up with the rest of you, or you guys need more than one room?
I mean, it's up to
It's
you
3
guys.
gold a night per room.
I'm fine with
I'll
having
say,
people.
Caspian, are we allowed to stay at your room?
Well, I have quite small quarters at the university. I don't think more than 1 or 2 people could fit in them.
Dimitri and Profugo can stay with
I'll
me.
volunteer.
No. Well, I would not suggest that.
J-Lift looks
Blushing.
really, really let down by this comment. He's like, oh,
Oh, unless, I mean, how much is it again per
It's
night?
3 gold.
it's 1 gold per night.
Oh, hold on. What is this?
Well, I mean,
He just
I
ignores you,
suppose-
Oppo.
That's
He
convenient.
just ignores you.
Man,
That's
3 gold for
convenient.
me, but 1 gold for
Am I
her.
able to buy my friend here another stay as well?
Give me persuasion check. With
Just
advantage.
like evil eyeing J-Lift right now, just like you motherfucking.
Persuasion is wisdom, right? Or no, it's intelligence? No, charisma. What the hell am I saying?
Charisma. You have
What
advantage.
game are you playing?
I don't know.
You have advantage.
Yeah, because J-Lift likes him. Likes hockey. A 12. He goes, and, if you're bunking with your friend, 2 gold a night.
Okay.
Stain.
So it's gonna be me and Caspian.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then the rest of us will be in.
So
I
if you're,
really
if you're
guess.
buying 3 more days, it's 6 gold.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
Figure we'll need
Well,
3
we
days,
can
probably.
do 3 gold each. Why not?
And then I assume Oppo and Dimitri will bunk
Yeah,
up.
I gave him 10 gold for my
Yeah,
room.
he takes the 10 from you and 6 from you.
Fucking bastard. Just hit on you for a night and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm not really into guys.
Uh-huh. I don't even think Aki's a woman.
Perfect.
That's more
That's one.
exciting.
20.
Alright, I will turn to the other and say,
I'll pay the full 6. It's okay.
I'll
Okay.
tell Jayla, say we have some
Wow.
business to take care of, and I'll sort of like
On an aside, just so you guys remember, also, you guys were in an agreement with the Merchants Grotto Guild for your ship to be docked for 3 days. So if you plan to stay here for longer, you probably want to check in with them.
I will turn the group and say we should speak in private though about what happened last night.
Oh,
Well,
yes.
we are welcomed by the university, and Caspian is now a part of our group. And I just kind of like, ta-da!
Yes, there's a lovely smoking lounge, which
I
is
have, like-
actually a combo with a library. It's a smaller library with more erotic tales. Good.
It's just a library of smut.
And they have cigars and a whiskey bar.
Where's
What a lovely
where's
place to talk
Rutherford
about
and,
last night's event.
Rutherford and what his face with it?
Oh, you know that Elijah and Rutherford fucking love that place.
They spend a lot of time there.
Rutherford maybe spends a little too much time.
turn the
Aki's
Caspian
kind
and
of
There's
like
a
putting
little
2 and 2
something for
together in her
everyone.
head now. She's like, okay.
I'll look at Caspian and say, is it secure? Like, there's no way anyone can be listening in on any kind of conversations in there?
Yes, there's actually individual rooms off of the main room where you get your cigars and your whiskey, and then you go off to a private enclosure which is actually soundproofed. So it is designed for private conversations.
Perfect. That sounds like a great place to do this. But
So
we should go.
You guys all head
Well,
outside.
Yeah, but let's go to the Merchants Guard Guild first and get our ship taken care of, and then we'll go to the university.
Okay, so you guys make your way down the street back towards the cliff side, heading towards the Merchants Grotto Guild, and as always, there's the 2 heavily armored Merchants Grotto Guild guards standing outside.
Flash the paper.
At this point, they recognize your group. You guys stand out pretty
Easy.
easily stand out in the crowd. So they recognize you as being in town for a couple days, and they just pull their spears up and let you guys enter. You open into it, and Chendry is in there too. He's like, "Oh, how are ya? Good morning. Sorry, didn't meet you for breakfast this morning, but I had a bunch of paperwork again here at the guild, so I had to take care of. Are you looking for Brynjolf? He's already inside.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Is he back in his office?
Oh yeah, aye, yes.
I'm gonna kind of call out for Brynjolf. Brynjolf, you there?
You just hear like, hey.
Got a question for you.
He doesn't leave his office.
I'll walk back to his office then.
He's a bit casual for a guy, but he's also head of the guild, so he's like.
Does
see
his
him-
office have a closed door?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a big, it's a big office with like, there's furniture and stuff in there, and it's a bit chaotic because he's busy, but there's a door.
And I'll walk in and I'll sort of like close the door so it's like almost.
Are you guys
like,
all
fully-
walking in?
Are you guys?
Aki, Dimitri, and Caspian, you guys following
Following me?
Oppo into Brynjolf's
where
office?
I'm walking back to
No.
Brynjolf's office.
I will.
I would probably just like wait outside.
Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
waiting outside.
Okay.
I'll
We'll
let
talk about
let our new
some
captain
magic
handle
or whatever.
Business
ship
with the
stuff.
ship.
Yeah, the ship business.
Hey.
Dimitri, are you following in or are you waiting outside?
I'll follow in. Yeah.
Okay, so Oppo and Dimitri just boom, boom, come inside.
He's my heavy.
He's the
Brynjolf
first
looks
mate.
up and goes, "Oh, good to see you again. What can I help you for? Are you about to cast off? I was just about to come looking for you at the Silver Coin."
There's been a change of plans and we need to extend our stay, possibly by about three or 4 days. Is that going to be an issue?
No issue. Just requires another contract.
I was thinking more just like docking fees and leave it at that.
You wish to pay your docking fees.
I mean, hold on, wait, because right now we originally had it where we were doing work for them, which they were letting us dock for free, correct?
Yes. So originally you guys came in, docked for free, and then in exchange for your pigeon, your Spire District tokens, you took on additional cargo.
Can I just pay like 3 days of docking fees and keep the contracts we have? Do it that way?
Oh, yeah, you could pay 3 days docking fee. But unfortunately, you're not part of the guild officially. So, I can't give you guild rates on that.
Much for 3 days then.
3 days docking fee for an ungilded ship in one of our top slots is it's going to be probably run you about 150 gold.
Go 100 gold. Call it good.
No.
Good try.
Can we do 100 gold and more cargo?
Give me a persuasion check.
That's the fatty.
Got some
That is
gold
the
too.
fatty.
I won some gold. Don't remember how much.
You did. That's right.
Yeah, I think you won like 100 gold, didn't you?
Yeah, I could do
14.
150 gold if we need it.
He goes, well, you're already doing a run for me, south. However, if you take more cargo from me, it'll be a lot.
Much, a lot.
25 tons of cargo.
Theoretically, how much does our ship have right now?
I think you have 8 tons.
Tons, so it's a quarter.
Our boat can carry a lot.
Your boat can carry 50 tons.
It can carry 100 tons. 50 tons. Okay, 50 tons.
50
So
tons. 50
half
tons.
of
Because
it.
half of it is your provisions for cannonballs, gunpowder, food, water.
I have 30.
Shit's heavy too.
I'll turn to
33
Dimitri and
more
say, "Do you want
tons.
to just?"
Yeah, so
I mean,
he's saying of the 33 you have left, he wants you to carry 25 tons of stuff.
I'd turn to Dimitri and say, "You want to just split this 75 each for the 150?"
He goes, don't get me wrong, I trust you guys to get the gold or deliver the cargo, but you know I can only
Right,
extend
it's
so
just-
many graciousnesses from the guild without you being full members.
That's understandable. I think this time we'll just do the 150 gold and
It'd be the move I'd make too.
yeah. All right.
He
Dimitri,
kind of
you
like
wanna
takes a
split that
sip
one?
from his coffee. He's
You
kind of
wanna-
like his hair's pulled up in this like messy bun up top, and he's just like got a loose shirt on. He's like very casual for a guildmaster, but like tattoos are all open and just like has his beard. And he's just drinking his coffee, and just casually talking about moving 25 tons of cargo. You guys split
Dimitri, do you
75
wanna?
gold.
Yeah, we'll split 75 gold in that.
Okay, yeah. So
Um,
you guys remove
and then
75 gold. He goes, all
we'll
right.
say-
I've got you on board for another 3 days, and in the meantime, in those 3 days, we'll begin the process of loading your ship up with the 8 tons of cargo you've promised.
I have one more question for you.
Aye?
What would it cost?
That looks really
to...
good, Becca.
That does look really good. You make me jealous. Brynjolf, what would it cost to potentially rent some of your brigantines for an extended period of time?
Now, why would you be wanting to rent one of my brigantines? He sets his coffee down. He's like a little bit more interested now in what you have to say.
I'm gonna sit down at this point and get more serious. We have been tasked by a group down south for helping root out a issue at sea, and
You're talking about the pirates.
yes, the pirates. And
Yeah, I know about the pirates.
we initially came up here on a journey to acquire more ships on a further destination. But we feel as though we might be able to work something out where we could possibly rent some ships from here, from you if you'd be willing, and then use them to help root out the pirates. And I will say on top of this, any pirate ship that we do not fully destroy is yours to take. Plus, I will give you 20% of all spoils that we find.
All right, he's got my attention. So let me start by saying I don't have a lot of ships to lend out.
We just need
The Navy usually helps with most of our protection. We outsource through them. Renting
The
out a
Navy-
brigantine or two would be very expensive for you. And now you sweeten the
I would-
deal with 20%. I would say that any ship that you are able to take from the pirates that's not destroyed, if you were to be willing to part with it, I would ask that you bring it to Gresher. We don't have to retrieve it. How long would you want to rent these brigantines for?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
This is
Not
my
enough
first
time to
guess.
get there and back.
It's about 8 days travel.
This
get
allows
south.
us time to get there, about a week or so to search around, find the pirates, do our business, and then at the very end send them off. And this sort of out of game just to tell the rest of the group with my math in my head. I think I came up with it roughly as if we get the gold
You'll have
from
5 days in Gresher. Or not Gresher, sorry, you have 5 days in Marta with the ships. If you rent them for 3 weeks.
I think most expensive I came up with was like 8,000 gold basically for the renting of like crew, paying the crew kind of thing, and any repairs that need to be done kind of thing. But that's just
You're asking to rent brigantines, or you're asking to rent sloops?
brigantines.
Brigantines. You know how much a brand new brigantine costs?
Like 25,000 gold.
35,000 gold. Now, you're asking to rent a brigantine to go fight pirates.
I understand.
So,
But
I have to assume the intention that I might lose a ship here.
we'll also gain ships because
That's not a guarantee. That's a risk on my part. It's a lose-lose for me. Unless you come back victorious against these pirates that have plagued these coastlines for a couple of months. You wish to rent my brigantines, then you cover the costs as a down payment for the replacement of the ships if you lose them. So if you're asking to rent 2 brigantines, I ask that you put a down payment of 60,000 gold on the ships.
oh fuck.
In case they're
Ask
lost.
him how much he's lost.
What's
Fighting
it-
pirates.
We've lost a few ships, but so you poke your in, Caspian. How many ships have we lost? We've lost a few ships, but the Navy's lost more. And I know that the Navy are supposed to be the fighters of the waters here. And if
And the only
Navy
reason
can't
why I
win-
am asking this is because the Navy is not willing to help us with this.
Have you talked to the Navy?
Yes, we have multiple times. And they say they're too scared to move away from their shores.
You're not really convincing me to lend me your ships if you're saying the Navy's too scared to fight these pirates. Is there anything else you can offer me as collateral other than gold?
Then who will fight the pirates?
That's the SCT's problem.
They will move up here, I guarantee you.
Make a persuasion check.
Four.
You're right.
I
The
know
pirates
these
are going to
pirates.
become a problem sooner rather than later, and for us running trade ships down to the south, they will become an issue with us. All right. 35,000 gold for the 2 ships. But I need payment up front in case they don't come back. In case none of you come back.
Okay. I will get
35,000 gold or an equal equivalent exchange of goods.
I will.
If you wish to
Okay.
rent sloops, we can negotiate cheaper terms. They're cheaper to make, and then they're smaller. But if you want my brigantines, 35,000 gold.
If I did 1 brigantine and 1 sloop, what would you do for that?
What are you offering?
Definitely get 35,000 together.
We will get the money together. But I'm asking, like, for price wise, if I did 1 brigantine and 1 sloop, what would your
How much does it
price be
cost
for
us?
that?
I think the cost of a sleep is 15,000.
Something like that.
So he'd be like, well, because you're such with your convincing argument, I'd
5,000?
do it for 20,000.
20,000? Perfect. Okay.
1 brigantine,
take
1
that
sloop,
deal.
payment up front, with the 8 tons of cargo that you're transporting for me, with assurances on the cargo delivered to destination and covered costs for loss.
Perfect.
I don't need
will
to
say-
remind you how much that 8,000 tons of the 8 tons of cargo costs in gold, do I?
Well, you don't.
Good. All right. Is that it?
That's all I needed. I will
Come back with gold, and
Yes.
we'll talk. And he just like picks up his coffee and goes back to paperwork.
All right. Now we see if we can get Emperor to give us more money for the jobs. All right.
Well,
All right,
30,000 was on the table for the jobs.
Right. I know. Okay. I'll head back out and says, all right, let's go to the
Up and Dimitri exit the
Can't
office.
just take Profugo's shares out from him.
Oh.
Oh, maybe we can ask for an extra 15,000 or something.
From Ember. All right, let's go to the university and let's discuss this.
Okay, you
I don't want
guys
to be in
all.
open areas when we do this.
So Caspian and Aki, you guys see Dimitri and Apple come out of the office.
Let's head to the university, Caspian. Lead the way.
How'd it go in there?
I got what I was looking for. I have the information, and we will discuss in detail when we get to the university.
Oh, I see how it is. All right, well, let's head on then.
Almost not taking any chances right now.
You guys make your way up to the Spire District. You all flash your coins. Are granted entry, no problem, with your guild coins. You probably about another 10-15 minutes of walking, eventually approach the 80-foot high walls of the Chancellor's District. Caspian and Aki, you guys walk up to the guards first. The guard there again. There are probably 15 to 20 guards standing out front.
We never
guys
received anything, but I was like declared allowed entry.
You have your Chapter Arcanum badge now.
Oh, that works. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
So much
it does.
older.
So you guys,
Just
the guards part for you, but as Oppo and Dimitri walk up, all right, state your business.
We're with them.
Doesn't matter, everyone's got to have their seals, no exceptions.
That's
Yes,
been-
I won't forget about
It'll
this
help.
damn shit.
Yeah, I feel you on this one. A little help here.
Yeah, pretty tough for the Apple Cross to forget about all the seals they have, right?
Yes, it is. What? You have it right, son.
I
Yeah, I'm just used to people letting me in.
Yeah.
well,
How'd you get in last?
you twos are clear. The other two gotta wait outside.
That's it. Do you want to talk about it right here?
Come now,
Oh,
isn't there
this-
any way we could bring them in with us?
You got papers?
God.
Like what?
Merchants.
What kind of
merchant-
papers?
Yeah, I mean, what kind of papers are you looking for?
We need government papers, or papers from the university, or papers from the Chapter Arcanum. Covering for their
I'll
entry.
wave Caspian over to me. How far is the university from where we are?
Probably about a quarter mile.
Oh,
Like
we
a-
should just go get them papers, I guess.
We can wait out
Get
here.
them some papers, absolutely, for sure.
So you guys head in. You guys go out to the university. Falconright's like, so we'll jump real quick. You open the door and Falconright's like, Caspian, you're back. Why? What went wrong this time?
Nothing went wrong. I got my feather, see? Pull out.
Right, you showed me your feather last time. Right.
Yep,
Any progress
feather.
with this new group? Have you found any new artifacts yet?
Oh, no. Not yet. It's been about 24 hours.
We need
Oh,
a
right,
place
right.
to study. They can't get past the
Haven't
guards.
found anything since then, sir. But
We
we
were
are on
trying
our
to
way to
study.
the lovely cigar
Who-
lounge
who
to
needs
have a
what?
private conversation.
We need
Who-
papers to get the rest of our adventuring group with us.
Oh, there's more of you.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
There's
I've gathered a
about
group.
3 more.
oh,
Very
wonderful.
capable. Very capable.
Yes,
Right.
they're willing to
Aki
aid
kind of
in our
like stumbles her
research.
words a bit. Like she's like capable.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage because one of you guys give me a persuasion check with advantage.
You could do it, Aki. Or
Okay.
you can, I don't care.
Oh, that's that nat
Nice.
20.
Yeah.
He
What's
goes,
that nat?
oh, not a problem. I'll get them visitors passes. No, not a problem. Any, and begins writing. What are their names? Full names, legal names.
Apollius?
Apollius.
Yep.
We'll say yes.
Apollius, yes.
Yes.
Dimitri.
And what's Dimitri's last name?
Demetrius Skutin, son of Vladimir.
We'll say
So-
Dimitri. He goes by Dimitri. He is known as Dimitri the Turtle.
He told
So we've got Oppo, yes, and Dimitri the Turtle.
And Hugo.
Yes.
Dimitri the Turtle, yes.
Indisposed.
Perfect.
And Profugo the Indisposed. Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Disposed.
President, not
Right.
sure.
He hands you 3 and he stamps them with a wax seal. And he hands them to you. So we have Oppo, yes, Dimitri the Turtle, and Profugo the Indisposed.
Appo's just at the gate, just like twirling his knife in his finger. And
You guys all come back, walk through the guards, pass the papers back out.
Why does it say
Turn
Oppo
around.
yes?
It just says Oppo, yes.
I'm the yes man.
And so the guard's like, Oppo, yes.
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 Your last name is yes.
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 He's like, gives like a really sideline glance at everyone who said yes to that. And he's like,
Hey, they call me. They call me
Alright.
the yes man.
just don't cause any fucking trouble.
I'm gonna walk up.
And we've got Dimitri, the turtle.
Turtle. With an O.
The
I'm like standing
oh
there.
right,
Like,
right.
Flex.
Again, don't cause any trouble. And he hands it back to you. Profugo, the
Fugo's not with us.
indisposed.
And he's
Okay, he's not with you.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so all right. So you have you
He
Aki,
stayed
you
back
have,
at the end.
you have that scroll.
Okay.
You guys head back inside, make your way back through the kind of very alabaster, carved, smooth stone district, and eventually come back to the Falconright University. And you guys enter in. Dimitri and Oppo sign it at the little guest book in the front, and he's like, excuse me, sir. You have to sign in if you're a guest.
Oh yeah. They want
Yes,
to-
no,
yeah,
sorry.
yes.
Rules are rules. You know, I don't want to get in trouble with the
Yeah, no,
headmaster.
I am absolutely agreeing with you. I'm telling them, you have to sign the guest book.
Yes, please,
Wanna, like, just
gentlemen.
like lean in as I'm signing, just like don't break eye contact with the guy.
Make sure you
just,
put
like,
the right name on there, Appo.
He gets very uncomfortable. Oppo, yes.
Yes.
That's a very unique name. Where does that come from? Is that from up north?
It's from
It's actually
way
from
down
deep under.
It's from way down under.
Oh, I see. A
Under
foreigner.
the-
Wow, that's quite exquisite.
Under the sea.
Okay, well, enjoy your time studying in the Falconright University.
Alright, thank you, sir.
And
And,
you can learn a thing or two about your people here.
Dimitri the turtle. Wow, that's really descriptive. Again, really unique last name. Where's that hail from? Is that from up north?
What's your
No,
name,
it's
sir?
Oh, from up north. Wow, that's really something.
I mean, I have an interesting name. What's your name? I'm sure it's just as interesting as mine.
My name is Eugene Skilabowski, and I come from the very, very far east.
Ooh.
Actually, just the coastline. We're on the east coast. If you maybe you should study some more of the books here, and you might know your geography.
Now, Eugene, I give him a
And he
pat
kind
on
of
the
like
head.
rims his glasses a little.
I know that you enjoy judging others because you were bullied growing up, but you can kindly shut up now. And please let us go on to our intentions.
Oh, Caspian, right. Good to see you again. I heard the headmaster yelling at you a couple times since you've been back. Right.
Go,
Right.
You
Right on inside.
misinterpret yelling, son. Understand this because, again, you were bullied growing up, but
Okay, you don't have to keep bringing it fucking up. I get it.
you
Come on,
can
just go,
kindly
just
shut
go.
up, as I said before.
I could just, hey, don't push me. I could cross your names right off this guest list.
I don't think that guest list actually means anything, son, though it makes you feel quite important.
Well, actually, I'll have you know,
Eugene,
the headmaster.
Eugene.
Yes. You
Just-
can call me Mr. Skilabowski.
Just go back to your work. We're fine. Have a good day. I'm like usher the group along. Like, take me to the cigar room.
Good day, Mr. Yes, Mr. Turtle, Mr. Coppersmith, and I'm sorry, I didn't quite get your name.
Yes, we'll see you later. Bye.
Oh, well, it was a pleasure to meet you. See you later. And then you guys just leave him.
God.
And you see him like dabbing his brow with a big like towel afterwards. And
That one's always difficult. He always has something else to say every time you show up.
I heard that. Okay, I'm sitting right fucking here.
We're walking along. We're away from
He
this
has
guy.
terrible hearing. Don't worry about it.
What's that? What are you saying?
Love you, Eugene.
I bye.
Alright, we're gonna go off to the cigar rooms, the private rooms.
Okay.
Okay.
We get in there and
Don't forget to get your cigars.
Close the door.
Yeah, you walk in and sitting behind there is like a kind of attender to the bar and cigar area. He is kind of like a well-dressed half elf, and he's kind of there cleaning some glasses and organizing the shelves. Because it's still kind of earlier on in the day. Like there's nearly no one else here. It looks like he was kind of setting up for people to be trickling in for the afternoon. And he turns and goes, good morning. Yes. Cigars?
I'm good.
Yes, I'll have the usual.
Ah, yes, Mr. Coppersmith. And he turns and puts on these like silken gloves and like goes and opens a box and picks one out and
My God.
trims it for you, and you see him like like very placid face, but just his hands moving really quickly and skillfully as if he's done it
You
for
see,
20 years.
don't you see? It's a beautiful technique. He's been doing this for years and years.
You see him just like and presents you a tray with the lit cigar already kind of, stovepiping it a little bit, and he goes, Mr. Coppersmith, your cigar.
Beautiful as always. Thank you.
May
sir.
I
And I
acquire...
give him a couple silver.
Pleasure as always. And he swipes it up and he goes, any more drinks or cigars? For the
do you have
gentleman?
Any fruity alcoholic beverages?
Yes, I have a particular brandy that is sweetened from the hills of Albarki from the north. Or I have a delicate white from the eastern sands of the SCT. It is fruity with hints of melon. Or I have something a bit stronger, but also equally as fruity. I've got some very
The
rare
SAT.
brambleberry wine.
I guess we shall try the brambleberry one.
An excellent choice. And he like goes and he leaves for a little while, and he comes back, and it's like a 4-ounce snifter, and he just kind of brambleberry wine for you.
I say thank you. I'm just gonna take it with me. I'm not gonna
Yeah. Yeah. He essentially handed you like an 80 gold drink, so.
Jesus.
Yes, it's that good shit.
I'm gonna close the door when we're inside.
Okay, yeah, you guys. So you guys see this like open kind of room, like it's a smoking parlor and drink parlor that you see. There's a number of books on the back wall, and there's like a few bookshelves that have like curtains around them for like the smutty stuff, and there's a number of tables kind of snattered around the center of this building, kind of at different levels, so like the conversations don't ever come into each other. But then along the back left-hand wall of this room itself, there are a number of big, sliding, heavy, kind of wooden doors. You guys all kind of gravitate towards one of those, and and actually, as you shut it, you see this rune kind of glows on the inside of the door, and you guess that the room itself is actually magically deafened to anyone else around. So they're like,
Does the door lock at all?
there's a little latch. It doesn't fully lock, but
Well,
there's a little
I'll just
latch.
put the latch there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if the room is dead to anyone else, and someone like
Yep.
has a medical attack,
Yeah.
it
I'm
will
sure
never
you
be
are
discovered.
Polonius. This room is quite secure.
And there's no one else in the parlor other than the half elf who
else?
is just behind the bar.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are like across the room behind a door that's magically sealed.
All right. The reason why I did this is because what we're going to talk about is very sensitive, and I only want our ears to hear it. Last night, Dimitri, Perfugo, and I went and discovered the source of the drugs that Dimitri has taken a liking to. The
Dimitri, give me a
place-
Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god! No!
Aki's already
Just
shaking her
on
head.
it.
She's gonna say no,
It's triggered.
no.
He says drugs, and you're like, oh shit, I have some, but I don't need some right now. But I have some.
Place is
Aki's
called
shaking her head.
the Squeaky Barstool and is run by a group called the Swath. Now, when I was in the office with Brynjolf, I had asked him about potentially renting ships to help us combat the pirate problem down south. He gave me a hefty price of between 20 and 35,000 gold, which we don't have that kind of money. However, The leader of this group in the Squeaky Barstool has offered to pay us 30,000 gold to do 2 jobs for them. And the way I see it is we do a little bit of bad to do a whole lot more good. I figure he talked about this job meaning being along the lines of transporting something, which means we're probably gonna have to steal something from someone and move it somewhere else, or
We
plant.
are not stealing.
I'm so sorry, but I purely refuse to participate in criminal activity.
We
Okay.
do not steal. Now, we have received a more generous offer of working with the university, with Caspian, in acquiring magical items of significance.
They destroy pirate ships.
We could.
Potentially, yes.
There's nowhere in the contract did he say that we can't go find them, use them to wipe out the pirates, and then bring them back.
Quite.
In history with these pirates and knowing what they are capable of and what they have at their disposal, these had better be really good fucking magical items.
I mean,
One
I
of their
don't know what
ships
they are yet.
we
has a
don't know what they
weapon.
are.
I know that I can get 2 ships that can battle these pirate ships and probably win.
How much
So we
money
have
do you know that these thieves and such are going to give you?
gonna give me 30,000 gold if we do these 2 jobs.
Credit.
That is quite a lot of gold.
It's
Yes.
like he showed me 3 bars of gold.
Oh, bars are so troublesome. You have to go and melt them down and do
I'm
all
pretty sure if I
that.
just give them to the Merchants Grotto Guild and just be like, here's your payment, they won't even matter. They won't even care.
True, it is a direct transaction.
Now, I will say, the reason why I did this under closed doors is because there is a bit of a side thing with this group. He did talk about um, having a sample of our blood as a means of tracking us. Now, he has never met either Aki or Caspian. Hold on. He's never met you or Caspian. So he knows nothing about you guys. Apparently, he doesn't know if you're associated with us. He knows me, Dimitri, and Perfugo. So as far as he's concerned, me, Dimitri, and Perfugo are the only ones who are assigned to this job.
So,
But
he
you
would
could
know the location of you,
of us,
but
but
not
not you
us.
guys. So if it
However,
came,
unless he ends up dead, he will always know our location. And I'm not sure how comfortable I am with that, considering I plan to travel with you.
he's not gonna end up dead, I can tell you that much. The amount of people in that room.
You'll remember the deal with Ember was once you completed the jobs, he would give you the blood back.
Yeah, okay.
The blood
He
was
gives it. He gives it. Yeah,
the blood was the collateral.
so that we don't run away with the gold, basically,
Oh,
just,
so he'll
or
give
tell the
it back to you. Ah, yes, that seems honorable. However, I do suspect a trick of some sort dealing with these types.
I'm sure, so do I. But that's why I'm going back to my idea of doing a little bit of bad to do a whole lot more good. Because right now I see, transporting something illegal to solve a major crisis down south.
Must I
I
remind
know these
you
pirates.
that we are now in the upper echelon of society, and our main objective is to seal the rifts.
And I remind you, I have an item that finds rifts that my previous captain was using to escape authorities.
So we
I can
should
tell you
be
this right now.
finding rifts here.
In a very short amount of time, these pirates conquered the entire southern coast of Tal'Dorei.
We had no problem
Na-
taking a 3-month journey.
Did you not remember what the princess said? The princess is pissed with us right now because we
Yes.
just left.
So we should find some rifts and work our way back ASAP.
We may never be able to come back to the SCT if we keep going finding these rifts. As far as she's concerned, we saved a town and then just bounced
We have
and
to go back.
brought these pirates with us. We have to go back. You even told us that we have to go back because of the Magnus Charybdis.
We have to go back.
Right.
I don't know.
So
I don't know
let's.
about this smuggling business. That's what I'm trying to say.
You also have to think about
I'm just gonna say
what
it.
I've
I'm
heard.
built for this
The
shit.
the pirate group that you're so afraid of has warships that are larger than brigantine. So if you plan to fight them with 3 brigantines and a sloop, I'm not sure that you have any chance of winning whatsoever.
Main thing, the more ships around their main capital ship, you have a better chance. If you have, and that's my thing. Is
I
I
think
I know. Mhm.
that we should act more as the frontline defense rather than going and seeking them out. We should be along the coastline ready to deploy at a moment's notice that we know that they're heading towards somewhere.
How do you
Dimitri,
track their movements?
you've been sitting here pretty quiet. What do you think about this?
Besides now.
What's
Think
up?
about it. Okay.
You thinking about it?
Can you?
You keep cutting
Yeah.
out, I think.
You're cutting out a little bit.
You're cutting out a little bit.
Just make sure your sensitivity is all the way down on your Discord.
I've heard of very interesting places down south. Kumar, the Scorched
Also,
Sea.
just a note too for Caspian. You guys haven't actually asked.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. You haven't actually asked Professor Falconite of any locations of any artifacts yet.
Not yet. Yeah, we should go
Yeah,
ask
that's
that.
why we were
afterwards.
like, I don't know
Yeah.
what artifacts they are.
We'll go ask him.
I think we could do both.
Both.
I mean,
Okay.
we pick up these artifacts on the way. They could help
Where is
us.
the smuggling
But we
crew?
still need.
Yes, why don't we find some
from?
artifacts to pursue in the south?
Could do both.
Could, but at the same time, if we leave this problem unchecked, the amount of damage that will be done to the SCT will be unchangeable. He has a
Do
weapon
combo
on.
missions.
I'm okay with that, but I feel as though our ship by itself is not enough to combat this problem, and we need the funds to get more ships.
Well, what if the university potentially would help fund our expedition to not only find rare artifacts, but also to eliminate the pirate threat, which would eliminate any and all current threats to the merchant trade up and down the coast.
That would be fantastic. What are the funds like for the university?
Well, I've only gone on very cheap, comparably solo expeditions, so I'm not sure what it would be like for
Caspian,
something
you've been on a couple of bigger expeditions too. Like, I mean, the university has sizable funds.
Could you
Yeah.
word it a way in which we ask
Where
for
is that
a.
Rutherford character? Is he in that weird pervy section over there?
Yes, this
Are
is
you
usually the time of day that he comes to visit.
are you looking out for him?
Yeah, I'm
the
looking
door a little
around.
bit?
I'm like looking through the glass. I'm
the
just like,
door.
where is he? I'm like, I like see his shorts underneath the curtain.
His
I'm
shorts.
like-
He's wearing shorts.
Oh, he wears explorer shorts with high knee socks,
Cargo shorts?
with like a beige
You, like,
shirt
see
and like
his,
an explorer's
his
cap.
hairy ass kneecaps, and you're just like,
Mm-hmm.
Not a very fashionable type.
He's got like little weirdly skinny noodle legs too.
He reminds me of the fucking the
His little
dad from Tarzan, Jane's
Oh.
dad.
Oh yes.
Yes.
That's what I pictured
Kinda-
Rutherford to be.
Nigel Thornberry.
Well,
Nigel
Yeah, it's
Thornberry
kinda
is Elijah Townsend, and the dad from Tarzan is
Rutherford Billington.
oh,
Oh,
God,
They're
Rutherford.
not mermaids, they're dragoons. Yes.
I'll find it.
Nigel Thornberry. I'm Nigel Thornberry. Okay, so you open the door to look out. Give me a perception check, because you just peek your head out to see if you can spot Elijah or Rutherford.
Oh, want me to do it? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm right by the door,
Perception.
so just as well.
Fuck, what's perception? Wisdom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, wisdom.
Oh, sorry, that's wisdom save. Oh, no, it's the same thing. Well, 2.
You open the door and yeah, you
Hop
don't
with
you
it.
don't you don't see anything, and then Appa, you just see like some like little shaky kneecaps from behind one of the curtains.
Just go, hey, kneecaps, come here.
Oh, good heavens, me! Who was there? I was just inspecting the tombs to see if ruffian had stolen away with any of
Yep,
these.
I'm sure. Come here.
Yes, he comes over like beet red.
Thanks, buddy. We've all been there.
Yes, Apple, pleasure as always.
Seat, man. Come on in.
Oh, it is quite a gathering in here.
Close the door as he comes in.
Rutherford, I have a question for you.
Well, before we get to the pleasantries, I'll be right back. And he like scoots out and grabs a drink and then comes back. Yes. He takes like a big gulp. I see. You are also tailored to the pleasantries of the smoking lounge.
Let's see. Yes. Well,
Quite.
Do you know of any artifacts down in the SCT besides in that terrible tomb?
Oh, well, yes, the artifacts exist everywhere. It depends on what kind of artifact you're looking for.
Cody, how about artifacts that can cause, I'm just gonna say it, major damage to something structurally?
Well, I would say that some of the artifacts that we uncovered in good old Justin Cobb's tomb were mighty dangerous as well. But artifacts that are particularly rare are closely coveted by the university's master of history.
He'd be
So,
able to-
yes, he might be able to assign you to research particular artifacts if you bring a convincing enough argument.
Is the university's...
Would you like to come with us?
Well, the university's master
I'm
of
sure
history
you'd
is
love
none
to come
other.
with us. We have Caspian. Imagine it. Caspian, you, and Elijah, and you're protected by us.
Oh, well,
You have no
certainly
chance of
make
losing your party.
You make a hard bargain. You did save our skins back there in the
I
Ivory
think you
Jungle.
kind of owe us also. We kind of found your
You
friend.
play a stiff hand, Aki, and your bluntness and candorous is most graciously accepted.
Just gonna give him a little smile, very toothy grin.
Apple, to answer your question, the university's master of history is none other than Headmaster Falconright.
What is the university's, like, let's call it their protocol on funding?
Please do.
For
I can't get
That
up.
is a conversation that you must take up with Headmaster Falconright. I am not in charge of funding. I merely go on expeditions and research.
What's the
for
most
university.
expensive trip that's been funded for you?
A gentleman does not talk money in front of.
No. You have to talk money. We have to talk money right now.
This is
what we're talking
I'm
about
gonna
is
say
money
Rutherford.
currently.
This is really important.
Make a persuasion check, I guess.
No,
or
you have
intimidation.
I mean,
Can I try to
it's the
persuade or
same.
not?
I'll say either I can roll with advantage or you could roll off.
I will roll as well.
Yeah, you have a higher bonus. There you go.
Oh, well, if you insist. Our expedition to the Ivory Jungle was one of the most expensive the university has funded in quite some time. I believe it was.
We're not doing that
Hold on.
crazy nonsense.
Wait. He's getting to the number.
I believe it was 2 ships, 45 crew members, and we were there for over 2 months. I think it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 40,000 gold.
Perfect. That's all I need to hear. Let's go talk to Falconright.
Oh, you better bring a convincing argument to get him to part with that kind of coin again, especially after the way our expedition ended.
Hey, but we're the
Trust
ones
me,
that
I
got
got
you out of there.
You did, and I am most gracious of you. However, the expedition was a bit of a catastrophe. What a ruffian on the street would call a clusterfuck.
We don't do clusterfucks.
Oh, yes, you seem to be quite partial to minimizing the damage done to your party. But,
Precise instrument.
yes. Perhaps more blunt than precise, but you get the job done.
We'll turn to Aki and say, ready to go talk to Falcon, right?
I suppose.
Everybody else ready?
You guys,
Yes, I just saw him, but yes, I can talk to him again.
Hey.
Okay, Catherine, if you're feeling too uncomfortable, you can wait outside.
But I am involved in this expedition and
That's very
could
true.
use my leverage.
Very true. Alright, so
So
we'll...
you guys make your way back up the flights of stairs out of the parlor room, and there, standing in front of you, are the two large oaken doors of Headmaster Falconwright's office, and Rutherford is kind of trailing behind as you guys approach the doors. He's looking a little uncomfortable.
Oh man. Say, hello, Demetrius.
The doors are shut.
Oh,
knock on the door.
yeah, knock on the door.
What? Who is that?
Potential artifact.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm gonna say,
Someone who can make you very happy.
Demetrius, it's us. It's me and it's Aki and Caspian.
Oh, why didn't you fucking say so?
Yes,
Get in here.
We've brought those that we found on. I found on the expedition to find the rock, which I just
Oh,
found a feather.
I'll walk up and say, Apollonios, yes. And just put my hand out.
He just kind of looks down at it. You know, are you in the fucking group?
Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
Saved my team?
Yes.
We did.
Good to fucking meet you. Sit down.
I'm gonna say,
And you, big turtle man.
Dimitri.
You wrapped up in all this?
Tortos.
Oh, very good, very good. You seem like you can protect assets very well. Please, sit. Anyway, I don't give a fuck.
Quite good at protecting assets.
Is
I'm gonna
that-
try and like sit in one of these posh chairs and just like
You sit down and it just kind of a little bit. You seem kind of wince like, don't worry, that only cost
That was mahogany.
2 million gold. It's fine.
2 million gold.
Yeah, priceless artifacts. It's okay. You,
How are those?
what the fuck? Rutherford, stop hiding. Get your ass in here. And you see him, he's like peering around the door. And he's like,
Yes,
yes.
I thought of giving
Yes.
Rutherford a chance to redeem himself.
Demetrius, good to see you again. He's like, shut the fuck up, you cost me so much fucking money. And he's like,
oh,
and he
I'm
kind of
so
slinks
sorry.
along the wall. He's like,
Like-
what are you
You
two?
must give him a second chance.
You're not the nice too, Caspian, don't you forget it.
I am not. I found a wonderful rock feathers and
Right,
nothing.
right, yeah, it's very nice, yes. Alright. But
Put it up in your office.
why are you in my
Here,
office
have
again?
it.
Why are
It's
you here?
beautiful.
Why are you here?
Well,
Who are
we need some funding for the artifact hunting.
You did not just come in my office and ask me for money.
No, well, first I wanted to ask you for what artifacts you would like us to hunt.
Well, you should have led with that one first, because that's way more interesting to
Well,
me
I
than
like to
paying
lead with
out
the
money.
bad news first, so you kind of.
Mainly a
know,
questioning
You're
inquiry.
making my heart rate go up a lot.
Well, now can you bring it back down with what you want us to find?
Here, have a puff of my cigar.
I got the
Puff and pass,
mulberry
man.
wine
Puff
if you
and
would like to
pass.
try
Oh.
some.
Thank you. Yes. He like takes a puff and takes a really large swig of the Bramble-berry
I just
wine.
kind of like leave it on his desk for him, just like, yeah, you can have it.
Oh, thank you. Swigs it, finishes it, and puts it back down. Right. Okay. So, first, I don't like seeing all these faces this often, but I'm getting past that. I'm working on it. Okay. Yes. Second, I like that all of you are back in this group and can make me back some of the money that I lost on my investments on the last two expeditions I had. Third, I've got a whole bunch of artifacts that you could find. But there's one in particular.
In the south,
SCT.
SCT
Yes.
particularly.
Okay, that narrows it down a little bit. And you see him like flipping through papers on his desk. So, why the sudden gumption to search for artifacts for me? I mean, I know we had a
Well-
deal, but I didn't assign you anything specifically. I just kind of hoped you'd come back with a bunch of cool stuff.
We,
Well, you know me, sir. I'm
well,
quite restless. I like to always be on a mission.
no,
Yeah, I know that, Caspian. Yes,
we
you're
are
always
on
doing some
assignment.
bullshit.
We are on assignment from the Chapter Arcanum up in this region.
Yes? For what?
Well, I told you about it last time, the rifts and such.
Oh, yes. Sorry, yes, too much coffee.
But we must journey back as we have another assignment pertaining to the
Oh.
princess of Assisi.
Oh, the princess.
Yes,
She's,
quite upset
quite
with
the
us.
looker. Oh, that's
And
not
also
good.
quite upset with us.
Well, if you ever smooth things over down south, perhaps you could make an
Definitely
arrangement.
drop your
for
name.
us. Yes, that would be quite lovely.
If you would like to help us get down there safely.
Well, what are you asking of me?
We're asking for
kind of like
one-
wave my hands. and
He like
say-
pulls his pipe out and like packs it, and like you see him kind of like use his dragon breath to like ignite the pipe and.
Allow
he's
me
puffing
to
on it.
introduce my captain, standing captain.
You,
Apollo.
not you.
Apo,
He, like,
yes.
he goes between
Apollo,
Apo and Dimitri. It's like you, not you.
I'll step in front of Dimitri and say, I am Captain
You're the captain.
Olive. Yes.
You're a peppy little spitfuck, aren't you?
Know it.
All right. Got a ship?
Have one. We're asking for one more.
Why do you?
Or, if you're
why do you need another ship?
generous. I mean, as good as we are with protecting ourselves, extra protection is always wanted when carrying precious cargo like your artifacts.
Well, Sir Falconright, haven't you heard of the depth crawlers?
Is that the pirates or something in the south?
These are very
Oh,
dangerous
yes, I've
pirates.
heard about
Yes,
them.
I'm sure
Yes,
many
yes.
of your
It was
expeditions
included.
that you've funded have been really
Harassed.
inhibited quite.
Well, the last expedition that went to the south was the expedition that this fucker here was on. And he points directly at Rutherford. And he goes, yes, I heard about the crawlers, whatever you call them, a little bit in the report from Rutherford and Elisha. Yes.
They are a very dangerous group, and they are always looking for new and shiny things to take. And I'm sure your artifacts would be very tantalizing to them.
They stole some of my artifacts.
They very well might have.
So,
We would like to request you to fund our expedition down south to find your artifacts, and if we run into the depth crawlers, to be able to protect ourselves successfully.
so you're asking for a ship?
Or two.
Two. I can't do two.
I mean, hold on. The two can be negotiated in what kinds, but one, I would like to request one specifically.
Such as?
Brigantine. I would like to request at least one.
Fuck! Fuck! A brigantine!
Remember who saved your group. We
Yes,
are not.
Yes,
We
I'm
are
reminded
not-
every single fucking time you walk in here.
I'm gonna say it out loud. We are not Rutherford Billington. We are better than that.
He's like, I'm standing right here.
Rutherford,
Right.
Rutherford will be good
yes, you
willing
are.
to redeem himself.
yes, you are. Own your mistakes.
I
Headmaster.
have. The whole time I've been back. And Rockman goes, shut up, Rutherford. I don't give a fuck what you think. And he's like, all right, shut up. Let me think. There is one artifact. And we might be able to negotiate a ship. How much of the do you need any gold? Please don't say you need any fucking gold.
Well, probably just the ship and the crew for the extended amount of time it takes.
Well, crew costs gold. You have gold?
I mean, how much? It's okay. How long would this expedition be?
Well, I don't know. You tell me. You're the explorer.
Right,
I just
right.
pay the money. So,
I mean-
at least let me tell you where it's located, because the artifact itself is shrouded in a lot of mystery, so to speak. There are two that I know of that might pique your interest. One of them lies in the Snake Isles to the south. Far south. The other lies in the belly of a ship that went down long ago. A legendary ship. Perhaps you might have heard of it?
What's the ship called?
The Amberjack. It
Okay.
went down carrying some ancient type of arcane. I don't even really know what the fuck it is. It's just mentioned in that it was on a ledger. But I just know that they're very valuable, very rare.
I'm sorry.
I
You
wish-
mean this? You mean the Serpent Isles, not the Snake Isles?
Yes, whatever the fuck I called it is.
Okay. Sorry, my bad.
Serpent
Yep.
Isles
Keep going.
and the wreck of the Amberjack.
You're good. That's very
Now-
well out to sea.
Yes, it does.
I can tell
Now,
you right
I don't
now.
have a crew to man my other ship, but if you brought me back even just one of these artifacts, then I would be most agreeable. Also, drop a good name with Torina. Please.
Always.
Yes,
Yes.
of course.
You'll be the first name I drop.
Great. Well, I mean, help me out a little bit, but
Of course.
yes. Are you interested?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Would you be willing to fund the crew?
Well, the crew would have to be hired from the guild, and I believe you already have ins with the guild already.
For the most part, yes.
So
We
getting a
have
crew should be no problem for you.
I mean, it's more of, we are not the richest of adventurers right now. I mean, we did up some money to upgrade ourselves, so, I mean,
Perhaps rich, but also perhaps not financially knowledgeable.
probably not, We kind of get a lot of money and go, ooh, let's spend it.
Yes, I can tell.
The saving type.
I will place a deposit with the guild for the crew,
Okay.
and I will pay for the crew's wages and wares upon the successful completion of the task at hand. Delivery of artifacts to me, no one else, to me, and I will pay for the crew. And you can rent one of my ships.
Team ship?
One ship.
What kind of ship is it?
It's a brigantine, the one you asked for.
That sounds like a good deal to me.
It's an even better deal for me. Now, I cannot give you all the details of said artifacts, but I will give
Tell
you
us what
the
it's like. Yeah.
I will give you the last known locations, and he like hands you like these 2 packets of paper.
Could you tell us if we're looking for like a staff or a wand or like a portrait or a chair or what?
One is a mirror.
A mirror. Okay.
Actually, I need to write these down too. Oh god. Okay.
Ooh, we might actually go to Martyr back in this session.
Okay.
We're not actually. We'll probably. What if we get like on our way back to Martyr, our other ship gets sunk? It's just like, ah, damn it.
Okay.
episode not sponsored by anybody.
Sorry, your DM is rapidly creating something.
Facts.
2 artifacts. Yeah, talk amongst
Because
yourselves.
you were not prepared for this.
We will take a 10-minute break here while I fucking invent 2 artifacts. Go get another drink. Go get to the bathroom. We'll be right back.
You can invent them later. Why don't you
I am just
invent
inventing
what
them.
happened?
I'm just inventing what they actually are.
You don't
Like a
have to do
mirror.
that right now.
And
You could just have them be mysterious artifacts.
You can just tell us later on, kind of thing, if you want.
Yeah.
ooh, no, I just had an idea. See, pressure sometimes makes them.
Pressure makes the ideas happen.
There's 2 artifacts. The one that was lost in the Amberjack is a weapon that was used by a great warrior from long ago called the Sun Bow.
Ooh. Awesome.
It is said to harness the powers of the sun. Now that might just be myth, but I bet it's a fucking gorgeous bow,
Probably.
and I want it. The second is surrounded in much mystery and lies deep within the mists of the Serpent Isles. It is called the mirror, a mirror called the Reflection of Parabellum. So one lies within the wreck of the Amberjack. The
Well-
other, the mirror, lost somewhere in the Serpent Isles. No one is said to return from such isles.
Be the
I wish
first.
you great caution when entering them, as much is not known about the territory. But I imagine they've got their names for a reason.
Yeah, I can only assume what's there based on the name, yes.
So,
Sounds like we have a
and
deal.
of course, Elijah and Rutherford will accompany you. It is an act of good faith to the university. Free labor on this expedition. Rutherford's
Turn to
like,
Rutherford and say, ready to go again, big buddy?
not at all. It was horrible
Bad.
last time. Everyone died.
But you didn't.
I peed myself twice.
Pee myself like every other day, it's fine.
Oh, that makes me feel a lot better, actually.
Get used to it.
So, we have a deal.
Deal.
Okay, just sign here on the line. He like slips a contract that he has like on the desk.
Just
Okay, I actually have to pee though. Pee break.
So you guys sign the deal, and we'll reconvene in 10 minutes, and we'll continue on from there.
Dude, we do this, and we do the guild,
Yeah.
and we do the thieves,
The
and we'll
swamp.
just
We
be
fucking
banking
rich.
in it.
Sounds good to me.
Could be cool. Could be cool. You guys making. I mean, to be fair, these artifacts that he's actually getting are worth a lot more than he's paying for.
Really? I mean, I would think so.
Yeah. I mean, they're like.
That's how
legendary.
they make money. That's how they make.
Yeah, he's like, I'll pay for your shit because you're probably gonna make me like a couple mil. It's fine. Couple millies. All right, I'm gonna grab another drink real quick. I'll be back.
Yeah.
that went different than I expected. I want to do just a little bit of crime.
I'm
what I'm saying, we-
persuaded to
we do
partake in
this.
some crime.
And the thieves
If you
guild,
give me the right
and the regular guild.
enticement.
Oh,
What's the word? No, man, I've been reduced to chaotic neutral, or not chaotic, but like I would say
Lawful
you
neutral.
lawful good before.
You're lawful neutral.
Lawful neutral now.
Caspian is lawful.
Yeah.
I would still say it's probably lawful good. You haven't done anything bad.
Bad now.
I mean,
Yeah, you're.
kind of. I mean,
I think
yeah, I've kind
Oppo
of
is
done
definitely
bad.
chaotic neutral.
I've like kind of done bad stuff with good intentions, but like still bad stuff.
Yeah, and that's the
Okay.
way Oppo's kind of working right now. But I don't know if we're actually gonna go back.
It's still bad stuff, yeah.
It's still bad stuff.
I can
know,
summon a
but-
specter from a corpse. Kind of bad, you know. Like, yeah.
Casper.
Yeah, I can summon a fucking specter.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty OP. Yeah, you usually only drink 2 and I drink 4. That's how this goes. I am not a monster.
Oh.
How rude. How rude. I wish we had bought chips. Fuck. Can't just keep eating brownies. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, you can.
I
Brownies
did
are great.
actually. Wait, it was in the microwave. Did you get it? Okay.
Was that
Right.
cat
think-
meme? The fucking lady yelling at the cat. You can't keep eating
Oh,
brownies.
yeah.
I haven't even eaten any brownies yet.
I feel like that cat's being like sarcastic, like I ain't eating brownies yet.
But I actually
Or like I
did.
ate, or like
You did eat a
you can't
brownie.
eat brownies?
No, that
Right.
meme is because it's attacked. It's like video games are violent, and it's like me character customizing to look like a girl in Skyrim. It's like, oh god damn it, no.
Oh
Wild.
goodness.
Killing dragons. Oh god.
At least we're well trained.
Ready for the revolution.
Oh, what is this?
When did this bot get added back?
Wait, what? Wait. A while
It's
ago,
not
I think.
D&D music.
God damn it.
On break.
Whoa, anything works, huh?
Yeah, I don't know how to do it.
Emails. Alright, are we ready or is DM still doing stuff?
You guys can talk about what your plan is to do next. I'm just filling in some notes here.
I said we just cast off as. I mean, do you guys have anything else you want to do?
Okay, wait, where are we right now? We're in the...
You guys
I'm
have
gonna change
you guys have left his office, and you guys are probably sitting in the lobby of the Falcon, right? University.
Yeah.
So, if we have one ship, you intend to take down the depth crawlers, if I understand correctly.
I said, girl, why you keep calling? I said, girl, why you keep calling? Yeah, she said I need a new whip. Yeah, cause I know that you're still ballin'. She just wanna go back to the future, so I brought that girl a DeLorean. 21 minutes until I got go, so I told that
Piece
Oh,
them,
girl I'm gonna
take them
slaughter
off
it.
piece by piece. Like, the way it works is there is the head of the fleet. He goes by the name of Sabal the Red Tide. And then there are.
Read about him.
Yes. And then there are two of his generals. There is the Duchess Yara, and then a much more mysterious ship, which not many people know much about within the fleet. It's called. It's captained by a grotesque Triton as myself by the name of Tulum. He captains the. It's called the Undertow. It's a very mysterious ship, but if we take out those two generals, the morale will usually drop in the fleet. to deal with Sabal at the end, we won't have to deal with all three of them. That's the main plan of going about this. Is we take them off piece by piece,
So,
and then
I did assume correctly, though, that you intend to take down the depth crawlers.
yes, they need to
Okay.
go.
Alright. So in that case, I do recommend acquiring more than just one brigantine, which seems to be all the university can offer.
If you can get the headmaster to get us one more ship, go for it.
If I had any collateral to bring up in the conversation, I would have done so, trust me. But I have absolutely nothing to offer.
I also think that we can turn their ships against them.
In what way?
We don't have to necessarily destroy the ships. We can only make them so they are heavily damaged where they can't be used, and then, I don't know, turn them into a giant bomb, or they have weapons on them that we can acquire to our ships that are very useful. I know that one ship deploys sea mines, which we can then, if we could use to our advantage if we have them. Oh,
So you're suggesting stealth operations?
times, yes. But other times it's gonna be, pincer moves and just numbers against numbers.
Interesting. So, what makes you so desperate to take out this pirate fleet, if I might ask? Why not just worry about rift openings across the land? As matters
So
of sea may be less important.
sailed with this group for a number of years, and the death and carnage that they have created is just it's astonishing. The ball at one time has leveled entire cities, and given the chance, he could destroy Gresher immediately if he wanted to.
Ah,
So,
yes, I see.
and
That
if you
would be disadvantageous to my position.
give him the opportunity, he will take it. And Sabal is someone that the world does not need.
It is sound logic, if looked at from a basic stance. However, I do think that these rift openings which have been happening
Yeah,
quickly
I would
might
agree.
have a little more importance.
I know a pirate captain can do a lot of damage, but you saw that creature. You saw what it was trying to summon out of that portal. You saw what was in that tomb.
And you
I don't think
lot have
Sabal even
made
has a
enemies
chance
with
against
that
those.
creature, so
I also know that, and I'll pull out the way. This and Sabal had this, and there was a reason why the Death Crawlers were never caught by the authorities, because he used the rifts to escape.
So what if we somehow use the rifts to defeat Sabal?
I mean, I haven't figured it out. All I know is that
It's this like he pulls out this object that's roughly about an orange-sized sphere that is kind of has a bunch of different intricate carvings and it's brass in color and there's a flip top and once he opens it there's this kind of blue arcane glow and there's a compass needle on the inside that whirs and you hear this kind of distant kind of chattering of gears and hinges and springs and
I'm
then
just gonna look at Caspian and be like,
it's
is that something that would be considered an artifact?
it settles on one
this
particular
this does
direction.
not leave my person. I'm sorry.
No. But what if we can understand how it works and use it to our advantage?
that is
All I know
quite
for
an
right now
interesting instrument.
is that it points to the direction of rifts. When I was in the Tomb of Chazan Cobb, it pointed directly to, actually no, when I was in the forest with the fire, it pointed directly towards that rift.
Where did you acquire this instrument?
Stole it from Sabal.
Ah,
What if it
Sabal
can be
found it years
used to
ago.
close the rifts in some way?
Sabal was interested in these rifts then.
I'm just saying that maybe the headmaster would be interested in this.
Well,
Potentially,
You don't
but
have to give it to him, but if he can
Yeah.
tell us any info about it.
if my thinking is correct, then it means that Captain Spore was interested in the rifts, and therefore he might be worth pursuing in the case of our quest for the rifts as well.
So our quest with the pirates and the rifts are actually connected.
yes.
But if
Yes,
only we
quite.
knew why he wanted to use the rifts so much. Or how he knows so much about the rifts.
He's very secretive about it. When I stole it was the first time I'd ever seen it.
I think we should show it. You said it's arcane. I'm just gonna kind of like tap it.
I'll even hand it to Aki for a bit, just so she can inspect it and whatnot.
So I'm gonna try to use
Give me an intelligence check.
well, I have an eldritch invocation that allows me to cast detect magic at will.
Okay, I mean it's
It's magic.
it's
It's just
for sure
magical.
magic.
It's
It just
definitely magical.
it drips
Okay.
magic. Yeah, it's you're like this is one of the most magical things I've ever held
I'm
in my
gonna
life.
say maybe Farron might be interested in this actually.
Possible. Yep. We can get a meeting with her.
We can get a meeting with her. Oh, don't worry.
That's a bit of a
I got the hits.
That's a
Ah,
flex.
ah.
Well, I suppose we could mention it to Falconite.
Could, but yeah, I don't really want. I mean, I
It's up
would,
to you. It's your
I would,
personal possession.
I would mention it to him, but only to investigate about it, not to have it, because I basically risked my life to carry this thing, and that's
What if
kind of
we
why symbolic.
go to the library and just try to find something on it?
Sure, I think the library or talking to Farron would be a good idea.
Let's go see what Farron has to say and then come back to the library just in case.
Okay. So you guys make your way through, and it's same kind of process, checking in. You get the guests into the front desk, essentially, of the chapter Arcanum, and
I'm gonna look at Casper and be like, "You're right. This is fairly tedious."
and after a little bit of waiting, you guys are brought up to the Archmage's essentially office at the top of the Alabaster Ichondria, and Farron just kind of looks in at you, Aki, as you walk in. She goes, "Aki, good to see you again. I hope you're finding whatever it is you're looking for in the chapter Arcanum."
We are arriving at a crossroads. It seems.
I see.
Our quests are one and the same. It seems.
Please
we have
elaborate.
this instrument. I'm just gonna like wave it to.
You see
I'll
her
pull
kind
it
of
out
like
and
she casts with her
and
hands. You see her making
gingerly
hands.
hand it over to her.
Yeah, she grabs it, and you
Say-
see Aki. You see her begin to start casting an incantation with her hands, and after a little while, it goes off, and she kind of looks at puzzled. She goes,
What did you do?
"I was identifying."
And
Um,
what did you find?
She hands it back to you, and she goes, "This is quite interesting. The identification spell. It didn't really work. It's quite puzzling. It's the first time it's ever happened to me. It seems very old. From what I was able to glean, which was not much, very old, pre-calamity, pre-convergence, um, so before Dunya was ever invented, um, and it is very strong in its pull towards different planes. But that was all I could find out. I don't know how it works, but if I had more time, perhaps I might be able to study it. Would you be interested in leaving it here with me?
Unfortunately, we use this. It is of use in our grander scheme of things, and so
What have you figured out?
figured out that as you said, with it's very strong pull towards different rifts, is that it almost looks as if it randomly points to, I believe, the closest rift to us.
That sounds actually very useful for our research.
Yes, and
Are you sure you do not wish to allow the chapter Arcanum access to it to begin the Riftstone harvesting process?
I mean, we sort of tasked ourselves with closing these rifts, and if we have nothing to use to find them, then we are just sort of wandering sheep, almost.
I see.
I mean,
It is
I do
yours.
want
I cannot force you.
I do want to learn about this because I feel as though it has a grander scheme, and I'll sort of turn to Aki and she'll be like, what do you think here?"
Well, it seems like it is pulling us to the rifts. I would like to know why it pulls us to the rifts. Is it trying to go through it? What is this item trying to do?
From what I can see, it doesn't seem to have any sentience in that way. It its arcane construction combines machinery that is very intricate that I've never seen so before, but I know that it is incredibly old. In addition to complex arcane inscriptions that even are too advanced for I to understand, but from what I can gather, it uses these arcane ley lines on the planet to source out the closest open portal. Well, at least in the state that it's in now.
I mean, the way I see it right now is we have a
There are,
task to do. We are going to go find 2 other artifacts.
if
So
you're holding on to this, perhaps it is good that I tell you that there are sections of this that are not active. Only part of this artifact is active at the moment.
here's what I'll do. Because we're going to go find the other artifacts that, as far as I know, have nothing to do with planes, I will leave it personally with you and only you, and allow you to study it, perhaps unlock other parts of it if you can, until we return, and whatever you find out is what you find out in that time. And we have to come back here anyways, so
I am most gracious for your generosity.
I will hand it over to her.
She takes it and she puts it on her desk. She goes, I will see to it personally. The studies conducted of this. What is it that you called it? The Way?
Called it the Way.
Yes, okay. I shall investigate it myself. Thank you. And she kind of turns back to Aki and she goes, I believe, perhaps Mira might be able to assist me.
Well, what do you mean?
Oh, she is another archmage. Our archmages stick together when it comes to research. When you find yourself rising to a certain rank in the chapter Arcanum, you find that distance is not a constraining factor.
We'll have to ask Mira about that.
Next time you see her, perhaps you should begin your study of teleportation circles. It might make it easier to travel between towers.
That sounds
Apo just looks at Aki and goes, yes!
That sounds like something she should have mentioned to me a while ago. And I'm just gonna like squint my eyes. I'm gonna be like,
Oh, well, I am sure she kept it from your mind because of it is advanced. It is advanced magic. It is not for those who are just beginning their experience and their knowledge. But I see your growth and your potential, and it might be something that might be beneficial, especially if you play such an important role in all of this that seems to be happening.
Yes, it seems like I am becoming the messenger of sorts.
It seems that way.
Because we have, message.
Yes, I do talk to Mira quite often, actually.
I am the physical messenger.
Yes, I remember when I actually had to physically walk.
Yeah, I remember when I had to walk.
Yes. And she gestures down and you see it, she's like levitating like about 3 inches off the ground.
And I say, oh, I'm just gonna also
Your wings
Take
come
myself.
out. She goes,
I was just looking back and forth between you two, just like, damn.
a creative mind figures out creative workarounds. I respect an intelligent mind.
Well, of course.
I hope your studying is going well with the augmentation.
Say, well, there is something I've been wanting to ask you.
Yes,
Do you
what
have
is it?
extra planar rooms that we could go in and I can show you something?
You mean like a pocket dimension?
Yes. Like a training room almost.
Oh, yeah, they have training rooms and stuff.
Alright.
They
Let's
wouldn't be
go.
extra planar, but
Or whatever they are. Pocket.
yeah. So you guys are kind of. She goes, well, we'll stop by on the way out,
Absolutely.
and you guys begin to work your way out. You guys are. The rest of the group, you're not allowed in the training rooms. You guys are escorted down to the ground floor, and on level 1, there's on the spiral way down. There's a room that she kind of approaches and makes a sign, and you see the word drop. She just is for you to enter.
Okay. Step on in.
You enter, you open the room, and just the sense of vertigo of like this massive room that just doesn't seem like it should be this big. You're on the same plane, but it just the augmentation
Harry
of the
Potter
room
status.
is weird, and it's like you walk into it, and it's like 50-foot high ceilings and 100 feet long. It's just this kind of bare, smooth stone that's lit with torches, and there's a number of different like training areas and dummies. And she closes the door, and the ward pops back up. You shouldn't be able to cause too much damage in here.
And I say,
Now,
well,
show me your studies.
here
Go
we go.
fireball.
I'm just gonna go ahead and like start casting fireball in my hand,
Mhm.
and then slowly like manipulating the flames to start becoming colder and colder and colder until it becomes icy.
You see she's watching,
And I'm gonna throw
With
it
interest.
and yeet it at a bunch of training dummies.
and they just...
And it
and-
will.
And you see like these shards of icicles explode out from the center, and just almost as if like a flash freeze happens. It just coats rows and rows of dummies in this thick layer of frost and ice and jagged icicles. And she goes, wow, most intriguing and most impressive. I expect a full report on your way back. Your research into magical augmentation might prove valuable to those who come after you.
I'm gonna say, well, I wanted to pick your brain.
Sure.
So I know that you said something about celestial augmentation, and then eventually going to Dunia.
Yes,
Magic.
unfortunately, it's quite a slippery slope.
I wanted to know what you meant by celestial augmentation.
Well, I imagine because you are...
Ascending to godhood is what you mean?
Well, there are a number of ways that people have attempted to celestial augment their abilities in the past. One of the more common instances is those who ascend to lichdom, using the necromantic ways to work their ways to become those of altered life. Not human, but not a god, somewhere in between. It's happened a couple of times. The other way is the way of Dunya. Unfortunately, he also failed to ascend to godhood because of trying to control gods and planes. It doesn't work very well. The
Yeah.
last time that it was attempted, I'm sure you're familiar with the Shattered Isles.
Stories.
So if you look on the map of Nadorac, yeah, it's to the north.
Gotcha. I don't know what happened there. Oh, my map is broken. There we go. Yeah, that area.
Yes. So she goes, last time a connection was made to breach the divine gates through Dunia. Well, you see the aftermath now in the archipelago of the Shattered Isles. That used to be solid land. The power was strong enough to shatter the earth and wiped out all that were involved in creating the branch. You know, when one attempts to all access and utilize Dunia, they create a branch, essentially through the. Imagine a tree. As the tree grows up, branches branch out and connect the different planes of existence. Now, a branch that connected one of the upper limbs was attached to the trunk lower down. Power could be brought from the upper planes to the lower planes. But there's no way to regulate the amount of power that flows down. And thus Dunini was deemed a dead magic because it killed everyone who attempted it and caused incredible destruction in the process. Now I caution you against any types of celestial augmentation that you might occur. Trust me.
Has there ever been
Going-
a case of natural augmentation?
Celestially? Well, there's those who
No,
form.
not celestially, but rather tapping into the magics of this plane itself and augmenting them to become more than what they are.
There are many tribes who do that, just that. The most popular would be the Druids of the Deuterang jungle. They form their bonds and their magics through the power of this plane itself, not through
Are
studies
those the followers of the Wild Mother?
intellect. That would be right, yes.
Interesting. Well, I will have to see to them. I'll have to seek them out.
Aki then triple classes as a druid. She goes, yes, if you are curious, perhaps pick their brains. But again, I must caution you, do not attempt any other celestial augmentations. It is something we must avoid at all costs.
I say, yeah, of course. That is not something that interests me per se.
Good.
I think that magics have a grander purpose in bringing balance to all the planes.
I like that.
Like, give her a little, like, a smile.
That is pretty on par with our mission here at the Chapter Arcanum, is to find and research and balance all magic so that it is not abused by anyone, but is used to the fulfillment of others.
Of course.
Keep it up. You will see yourself rising quickly here. And she leads you back out of the room.
Sweet.
Now, is there anything else? I must return back to my new studies of this new artifact.
Can I look at everybody else?
Waffle's good.
We're good?
Yep.
Right.
I'm good.
She bids you guys farewell, and she heads back to her quarters, and you guys are back out onto the streets of the Chancellor's District. What would you guys like to do?
I mean, I kind of think we've got all the information we need on the way. I don't think going to the library is necessary at this point. I'm good to go. Yeah, I think we're good to go to the Merchants Grotto Guild, get our ships ready, and then head on out.
Are you guys picking up the work from the swath?
Yeah, you don't want to do that? You don't want to try and convince her to do that?
No, I think we have what we need. I think I found another way to do it.
Your
Yeah.
mic is up. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
I couldn't hear what you said,
Yeah.
but
Oh.
I mean,
I said, yeah, you don't want to convince.
no. I mean,
Dimitri
I
wanted to.
got what I
Dimitri
wanted,
wanted to pick up some jobs.
does Dimitri want to try and do it?
I like money.
Like money?
Yeah.
I mean,
Imagine
Apple got
having
what he wanted.
3 ships.
Imagine having as
3 or
many
4.
ships as we could ever want.
Opera gets a sudden sense that Tava is talking to him.
Rebuild the fleet.
Rebuild the
Avenge
fleet.
me.
Imagine owning the ships too,
Yeah.
because we stole them from pirates.
So let me just not to have my DM influence here or anything, but this world has a working economy. If you guys own ships, you can have them do jobs for you.
Yeah, true.
That's built in the mechanics of this world. So Just saying.
I'm also thinking that I'm not going to try and completely destroy the depth crawler ships and, try and just, like, disable them and then, take them for ours, basically.
We'll have to see how that goes.
Right, I understand.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
I know. I mean, it's more of, like, character-wise, Oppo's good for it, but I know that Caspi and Aki don't want to do illegal stuff. Which it's going to be very illegal stuff. To the point where, like, it might be stealing from the university or stealing from the chapter arcanum or relationships we've just built up. Right. That we just built up.
Well, you have no idea what the jobs are. He hasn't told you.
Yeah, no, this
You
is
can
me
at least go
speculating.
find out.
I can't. So the way it works is I either have to accept it and do it, or I can't, because he doesn't want to tell me, say, I want you to steal this document from the university, and I go, oh, by the way, headmaster, someone's going to steal your document, kind of thing. So you have to accept it to know what it is. And once you accept it, you have to do it, or you don't leave the place alive. It's a very ultimatum choice,
That
and
sounds like you've tied yourself in with a troubling group.
it didn't say I was going to do it. Oppo is trying to turn over a new leaf here.
Yeah.
He spent his...
What happened to what the Moonweavers taught you?
That's why I'm saying I'm okay. Oppo spent his life pillaging, destroying, and killing, and he's like, I'm kind of done with that shit.
You could always go try and ask him
What it is?
If you do the dice roll well, he might be able to tell you.
Sure, we'll go attempt to try and ask him. I'll say.
Okay, it's up to you guys. It's really up to you guys. I've got stuff planned either way. So
I'll say, go hang out at the Silver Coin, and Dimitri and I will go talk to the Swath about this.
Ah, yes, I would like a candlelit booth. Please.
You're back in the silver coin. Jayla's like, yes, Cuthbert, yes, of course. Yeah, we have your usual table here.
Okay, join me, please.
Okay.
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 Okay. You guys,
yeah.
So
we're gonna head over to the swap, me and Dimitri.
You guys make your way back
Swappy.
through town back to the squeaky bar stool. Again, you guys walk in the front door, and he's like, "What the fuck you want? Want a beer?
I'm here for some more cheese."
You want a fucking beer?"
Sure. Can I have some cheese with it?
Beer and cheese.
Slides it across, slides a beer to you, slides a beer to you. It's like, "Oh, well, you gotta pay first if you get any cheese."
Nah. Fine, how much for the beer?
You've got to pay if you want the cheese.
I'll tap down the coin and give it to him.
He swipes it up, and he just waiting expectantly for you guys to drink your beers.
I will swig my beer.
And you?
I'll kind of like take a sip, spill a little bit.
Drink it up. It's good stuff.
Something in that beer.
Hey, my spit. And you guys finish up, and again, all eyes are on you. It's totally quiet in here.
I'm gonna.
Go. You just hold it in your mouth, and it's just completely silent. And he's like, "All right," and he opens it up, and the door opens up. You guys descend back down the 2 flights of stairs into the Swath's headquarters.
I look to see if anybody's watching.
Yes. So you guys are approached again by the same butler. He goes, "Good evening, gentlemen. Pleasure to see you returning. Will this be a night of gambling or a night of conversation?"
Conversation.
Your weapons, please.
Everything.
He opens the chest. hands you guys the keys. They should be kept here safely until you return. And you see like there's a guy standing on the balcony, big, large, leather hat, kind of like a poncho, same big, long stick, and he kind of just looks you guys up and down and just gives you like a
little head nod as I walk by.
y'all behave yourselves now, don't you hear?
I'll do my best.
All right then. And he like, as you guys sit on the stairs, he turns to face the balcony and leans over and just kind of watches you guys as you descend down to the floor. Again, silken curtains down, light music being played from the corner, elegantly dressed people. Every so often you hear like, hey, as someone wins. Chips being clattered around, drinks, conversation. You're back in the casino.
Cool.
And you see leaning at one of the tables, he leans back and looks over. Friends, welcome back. Please, have yourself a drink.
Anywhere we can go talk
I
privately.
take it and I go like,
Yes, it definitely works as a mouthwash as well. I like your style. You said somewhere we can talk. Well, we can talk anywhere here.
I mean, I prefer privacy, if you don't mind.
All right. Well, of course. I hope you've been considering my offer.
I have? I've been thinking
Please.
about it.
Come join me. And he gestures over to the table, kind of the same one you guys were at before. And again, two guys walk up behind where he sits down, and drinks are brought out to the table. And he goes, "So, are we here for a little bit of gambling, or maybe are we straight to business?"
More on the business side. Sometimes time is of the essence. That's right now.
Oh, I know that all too well. So, talk sweet to me.
You're a wonderful man.
You're gonna have to do better than that.
We have been thinking about your offer, and unfortunately, it's more of I don't take jobs that I don't have at least some details besides transporting or something. I mean, I need to know how difficult this job will be in order to prepare for it. Is it going to be in a high security area? Is it going to require a lot of stealth? Is it going to require distractions? Is it requiring
Perception check.
perception?
Persuasion.
Persuasion? Persuasion. Come on, big money! Fuck yes! 27.
You're very careful. You know that? But I like
am.
I like careful. Makes me more money. No.
less problems later on.
I like what you said, big man. So I can let you in a little bit more. Perhaps to ease your mind. What is it that you're afraid of?
Know what we're doing. I mean, who's the target?
Oh, there's no target. I'm a purveyor of goods and services.
Where is
Now?
this go?
There is one particular good that I'm after. It is locked away in a very, very secure location. But it was stolen from me, and I wish it returned back to me.
Hey, what's the location?
The location happens to be the barracks of the Valtoran Guard in Gresher.
Ah, okay.
Inside their vault, there's a lockbox owned by a particular person, and he stole the goods from me and locked it away where I couldn't get it. The one place in town where I couldn't get it. Without causing an incredible stir. But you go in, you get this item from me. That's one job. Sound good so far?
Why can't you
Sure.
get it? What is it that you are
Well,
held back by?
You do see, I own most of the guards in this town. Most, not all of them. And we operate in an agreeable way with the government here. We don't get in their way, they don't get in our way. Everything is wonderful. However, if we blatantly rob the armory of the guard, it is a bit of crossing a line on our agreement with the local government, so to speak. But if people who are not known associates of my organization are rash enough to attempt a robbery of barracks of a foreign land, well, that's just unfortunate for them, isn't it?
Is there anything, the guards you do own, is there anything specific that is used to show this acquaintance, like a message?
Yes, money.
Ah, okay. So the ones who accept bribes, basically.
We pay them lots and lots of money.
Are there soldiers in the Valtorn barracks that you have bought off?
There might be a few, but not enough to... Enough that they might be able to help, but not enough that I can't get my own operatives in there.
Right, but like one that could, leave a side door unlocked or something.
If you wish to take the job, I know a way in.
What's the second job?
Sure.
The second job requires transportation of goods. I've heard a bit of, I'm expanding my business to the south. And I've heard that you guys come from the south. Is it not wrong for me to assume that you'll be heading back there someday?
Very soon, actually.
See, we're meant to work together. Now, I've got some goods that I need to distribute. And he looks to you, Dimitri. Goods that perhaps you are well acquainted with. Now, see, I'm expanding my business to the south. Now remember, they're goods for selling, not for taking. But if you want some extra on the side, I'm sure we could come to an agreement.
Let's slow down on that one a little bit.
Give me a Constitution saving throw, Major.
God, I just need to. Oh.
It's getting a little itchy, man. It's getting a little itchy at this point.
I need it.
I'm gonna slam back my drink.
You drink the drink, okay. And yes, so there's a bit of a scuffle happening in one of the towns to the south, and I wish to insert myself into such scuffle as a way to expand my own horizons. I would ask you to transport some goods from me down there, and that's it. I already have the goods loaded up in crates. They're ready to be boarded on a ship. Paperwork's already signed. Just gotta take them south.
Oh, payment-wise, will we be for the second job? Because you'll be able to track us, kind of thing. No problem. Could we get paid up front?
Oh, of course not.
It's a matter of going there and coming back to get the payment.
10% up front, the rest when you get back.
Okay. I mean, one sounds fairly easy. I'm sorry, I'm just talking out of game right now.
Yeah.
One sounds fairly easy. It's just transporting stuff down south. The thievery one, depending on how we get in.
Stealthy.
Hold on. But I have thought about that. Is Aki can cast invisibility, which gives me advantage on stealth checks. And then, if it's like a lockbox, means it's small. We have a scroll of dimension door, means once I pick the lock, if I can, then I just grab it and poof, dimension door out there, basically.
If you also take this job, the first one, I'll disclose the name of the man who has the key to the lockbox.
Wait, to the vault or the lockbox?
The lockbox, not to the vault. The vault you have to get on your own. But, if you get in the vault, it's helpful to have a key to what you're getting for.
Very true.
What's the
Will we have
size
to
of
steal
this
the key,
lockbox?
or-
Can we not
Yeah,
just
how big
pick
is the
it
lock?
up?
So, he's not describing the vault yet.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got more details.
I'm sure, yeah. That's what I figured. That's what I assumed. And Valtorn Barracks, yeah, pretty high security thing. I'd be okay to do the second one because there's a little bit of bad, transporting drugs.
So, the original deal that I offered was 30,000 for both. The first, however, drives a much higher price than the second does.
And 20.
First one is worth 20,000 gold. Second's worth 10.
Yeah. I think we could do both of them. What do you think, Dimitri?
Yes, I think we could. I think we should see about getting an extra 5,000 on top, so that we can get the boats. Like,
So we can
No,
buy a
just be
ship, basically.
the boats. Well, if we had enough from the Merchants Guild,
I'll turn to
You
Ember
could
and say,
potentially sail with 3 boats.
yeah,
I'll
I'm
turn
gonna
to
say
Ember
like
and say,
it's just cargo, and we can ensure that it's safe.
yeah, if you add an extra 5,000 on top, we can ensure the safety of your cargo going south. No questions asked. Nothing will touch it for sure.
But don't you already have a ship with guns on it?
Yes, but if you've heard of this pirate problem, have you heard of this pirate problem?
I'm not too
Not
familiar.
about the
no.
pirates. It's about the other things that are out there.
Other
We have
thing?
no problems with pirates.
There are extraplanar creatures out there. And 40 guns is nice, but 80 guns is better.
So you're saying the 30,000 gold that I'm giving you is not enough? You
Look
could
at
buy a ship for that much.
from what I just asked about,
Asked where?
round.
You asked with the guild. Of course you asked with the fucking guild. It's the only ones that have ships. I know you've been inquiring about the ships at the guild. I've
You've been
heard.
following me?
I have eyes and ears everywhere. You were there earlier today, talking about ships.
Gendry or whatever that bastard's name is.
And you see him snap his fingers, and Chendrick walks downstairs.
Oh, motherfucker.
He goes, "Oh, how are you, laddies? So,
Yeah.
you're taking the job, that's great!" He's like, no, Chendrick, they haven't accepted quite yet. He goes, "Oh, right, well, I'll be at the bar. Come meet up with me if you do. We've got much to talk about."
No.
And Chendrick walks to the bar.
Alright,
Adrian's face.
Sounds like you're doing some real good drug deals, dude.
Alright, I think this is gonna be put between me and Dimitri right now.
So you're asking it. So give me a persuasion check to ask for 5,000.
Okay. He rolls. Oh, you bitch!
I have to admit, I'm lit off this music though. It's my shit.
Yeah.
I love this shit. I love lounge jazz.
Yeah.
15.
He goes, "No, I think I'm paying you quite handsomely. I'm paying you more because I don't know who the fuck you are."
Alright, Dimitri?
I mean, I'm into it. I
Um,
don't know if we have the other 5,000 collectively though.
I
I have
mean, I
1,100
might
gold.
You have 1,100. I have 270. I think I might be able to persuade Brynjolf down, maybe.
Maybe we can gamble it. I don't know. It's 1,000.
Okay, we could spend a
Lose
little bit
or
to
whatever.
gamble. Yeah. Do you want to accept though?
Sure.
All right.
You're accepting? What?
do both jobs.
What happened to your other friend though? It's just you two now.
He wasn't feeling too well today. He stayed back.
Oh,
I don't think.
That's too bad.
Yeah,
Well, he's really missing out on a sweet deal.
totally.
He snaps
is.
his fingers, and some a chest is brought over. And inside there's a small knife with a row of vials. He goes, now, this deal. You can't tell about it to anyone, not even your old friend. He's not here, he's not part of the deal. If I find out that you've spilled the details of these deals to anyone other than me and you, well, then we're gonna have a problem. And I don't want to have a problem. We're just starting out. I like you. Don't make me not like you.
Stop.
Good. Your blood, please.
I'll reach out my hand.
And slices it open, and your blood drains down into the vial. And he caps it, and then he shakes it once, and it glows. He goes, there you are. Puts it down. And you.
Reach out and do the same.
Blood goes in, pops it, goes, ah. And there you are. Now, to the details, right? I can tell you're dripping off of it. You're anxious for the details. That's my favorite part.
Yes.
So, which one would you like to hear about first? Now that we're working together, this is great! Isn't this great? Drinks! Drinks for everyone! And he brings more drinks to the table, and girls come over. And he goes, now you're part of the family. Welcome.
Let's do the lockbox.
Oh. Intrigued now. Well. So, there's a particular man who I have some particular grievances against. A man goes by the name of Corinth Digsby. He procured a very, very valuable item to me during a shipment as it came in to the MGG. Now, he owns a lockbox inside the Valtoran barracks and keeps the key at his home up in the Clifftop Uppers district. Now, I want you to steal the key from him, enter into the Valtoran barracks, and secure whatever it is inside of his lockbox. There is a vial. A single vial. About this big. The contents of which are not important to you. But I wish you to secure this vial for me. Bring it back, don't cause a fuss, and you'll have made 20,000 gold.
And the second one, which, I mean, I can kind of already deduce.
You'll be working with Chendrick. I'm so glad that you're already friends.
Yeah,
Now,
friends.
I have 3 tons of spice. And I wish you to distribute 3 tons of spice.
What do you mean by distribute?
Let's just say that there is a bit of a turf war happening in the town of Forsul between a rival gang goes by the names of the Bashers and the Wet Boys. Now, I feel like let them fight. Opens up territory for me. Let them think that each other is distributing contaminated goods to the others.
Okay.
Then,
So you want us to
once
basically
the
poison-
citizens, maybe a few deaths from them, a few deaths from the gangs, and everyone hates everyone. Everyone kills everyone, and I come in and clean up the mess. I wish you to distribute 3 tons of poisoned spice to Forsul.
Oh, basically we're selling them tainted spice to them, basically.
Think of it as a gift, an investment. We're just... Perhaps one of the gangs steals it from you, or perhaps they come across it in a stroke of luck, and they think, we're rich, we'll sell the spice, we'll make a lot of money, but then the spice is not good spice. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Good. Now, you'll work with Chendrick. He's our smuggler. And he will help load the spice onto your ships and will sail with you on your journey south to ensure that this product is delivered and has the desired effect of which I'm looking for. You do that, you'll earn 10,000 gold.
We'll advise you. This is out of your control because you had no idea, but we have other crew members on our ship.
That's fine with me. They don't need to know. The boxes will be loaded while your ship is in port. Actually, they've already been loaded now. Well, as we speak. They're probably done now. And you see like some guy walks in and like whispers in his ear. Ha! Lucky. I was right.
Alright.
Don't worry, Chendrick knows which boxes are the right ones. But they are indistinguishable from any other of your cargo. So, keep Chendrick alive. What else I'll know about it?
I'm gonna lean over to Dimitri and just say, you will behave with these boxes.
So,
any other questions, Dimitri? I've written down most of what we have to do, so. At this point, so we just go.
We gotta get in.
But yeah, get in. Clifftop upper, which I think we have. No,
Can you give us like these tokens that we need?
Can you give us 2
to get in
tokens
all
to
the
Clifftop
different
upper?
areas?
Sure, why not?
Into all the districts, like
he just tosses them. Yeah, at this point now you have all of them.
I feel like our party, like.
Ooh, no. Don't say anything about the rest of the party.
Party?
It's just us.
You having a party later?
Yeah, I mean, we're having a little soiree at the Silver Coin Inn, to celebrate something that happened at the somebody we met. There's, I don't know.
Make a deception check.
Fuck! Damn it, Dimitri!
Only because you fumbled your words so bad.
I know.
Oh, aren't you two just the cutest peas in a goddamn pod?
15.
15?
I don't understand how the magic works. I don't know if they need to be there to do the like invisibility thing.
He goes, oh, well, that sounds lovely. Well, have fun, but I think my parties are better.
Of course, I mean, we might stay and gamble some.
Oh, tonight's my lucky night. Please, gamble away.
Yes. All right. So we sort of spend the rest, next couple hours just gambling away and see how much we win.
How much would you like to gamble?
The same thing that Dimitri did last time.
How you doing, Adrian? You a little tired?
No, I'm good.
You just enjoying the music?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get paid. I'm gonna gamble 200 gold.
200 gold? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll gamble. Go ahead.
Go ahead and roll me a percentile dice, Abba.
Just 1d10 or 2d10?
2d10. 62%. So you walk away with you make 62%.
Of my thing. Okay, so it'd be 200 times 162 is 124 gold. Sweet.
Okay, I'll make 124 gold. Dimitri.
I'm going to bet 1,000 gold.
Woo, boy.
Oh, big money.
Are you? Okay, we'll make it a little more interesting then. We'll play. Unless you don't want to, we can do it in one game if you want.
That's up to you.
Dude, just take the percentile. Take the percentile.
We can play the dice cards, or you can choose percentile. And 50% chance you win, 50% chance you lose, and then if you win, I'll let you roll percentile again, and that's how many percent you make on your investment. Actually, I should have you do that too, Oppo. You got over 50%, so actually re-roll your percentile dice.
Okay. I like that one.
I have an idea.
You make 76% of your investment. Yep.
Dimitri, I'm just gonna get you addicted to the plants that I have growing in the herb garden, so you're not addicted to spice anymore. That's how addiction works.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Addicted to this kale.
Oh, juice cleanse.
Well, no, actually, I do have an addictive plant in the herb garden that we got. Let's see where
I would
it
do the.
is.
I would do. Well, I would do the percentile,
Oh, no.
dude. I think it's better.
I'll say if you play the card game, you automatically double your investment.
Oh, dude.
Sweeten that pot for you a little bit.
Need 5,000 gold.
I know. Alright, go for it.
You can make another 1,000 right now.
Okay.
Or you could. You'll try it.
Hey, we may steal shit from this Corinth Bigsby's house if he's not there. Whatever money
Okay.
he's got around.
Roll. Okay, we're gonna go D4 to D10. Whoever's got the highest total number wins.
Is that 1d4 plus 1d6 plus 1d8?
Plus 1d10.
Okay.
So I'll roll. I'll keep count on my calculator here, but I'll roll. 5, 2, 3. Average so far.
Yeah.
Ooh, a 3. That's not good.
Oh.
And a 10.
18. It's 18 total.
18 total.
Alright.
Dimitri.
Well, there goes 1,000 gold.
Oh.
15.
Oh.
Oh no.
Dimitri, give me a percentile dice roll. This is how much percentage of your money you lose right now during your betting spree. You lose 23% of your 1,000.
Okay.
Alright, not terrible. We have 1,200 gold between us.
I don't want to stop though.
You want to keep gambling?
I'll gamble another 200.
Okay. What
I'll
would
do
you
the
like to do?
percentile. I'll do the,
Okay,
the percentile.
so percentile, you only have the option to increase by the number of percent that you roll. Whereas if you play the game, you have a chance to increase by 100%.
Okay, I'll do the game then. So D4,
Do the
D6,
game?
D8, and D10.
D40, 68, and D10.
Alright, you wanna go first?
I shot. A 1. Five, 3,
9.
and a 4. Ooh, that's not very
13.
high. 13.
It's 13. Okay, so D4. 3. D6. It's 4. D8. Fuck me.
Uh-oh.
What is this? What'd you roll total?
And a 10. I rolled
10?
13.
And
Roll a
I'm
D10.
not gonna get.
Nope. Well, if you roll a 10, you would win.
No. Fuck.
13.
11. Oh, 13.
13. Okay. So
7.
I'll say that just
5.
breaks even.
Okay, so I get 200 gold back.
No.
Cool.
You,
Oh, okay, I don't win, I don't lose.
No. Pot is split, and it's a draw. Dimitri, how much are you betting?
I have 899 gold left. I'll bet 500
500 gold going in. You playing the game or you want the percentile dice?
on the game.
The game. All right, here we go.
So I don't gain anything.
Nope.
Basically. Okay.
Oh my god.
Dealer's rolling hot tonight, boys.
Oh no! 9 plus 5 is 14.
Oh, and a 1.
15.
That was almost an 8. 15. Here we go.
15.
Oh, nice. You win 500
Look at
gold.
that. Wait, does he make 1,000 because he
He gets 100%.
because he
back.
won?
So he gets 500 back. So he just made 500 gold.
Okay. More time.
One more time.
200 gold.
200 gold in. Here we go.
Play the game. Go first.
I also just realized that my math was totally wrong, and you guys have won way more than you've lost. But...
Oh wait, then how much have we won?
Well, when I had him lose, he rolled percentile dice and then subtracted that percent from how much he's won. But then when he won, well, that's what I said up front. No, that's fine. That's fine. You take the risk, you get the reward. Okay.
I bet 1,000, and when I lost, I
You
took
lost
23% of that and subtracted it from how much I had in
Yeah.
total.
And then when you won, I just gave you the 500. That's fine.
Yeah.
You guys need gold.
I'll just do
Not
it.
really. So 1.
Not really, but yeah.
Not really, but yeah. 2. 8.
That's 11.
9. 20.
20. Shit. D4. 3. D6. 6. Nah, I don't think I'm getting this. Ooh. It's 14.
You have to roll a 7.
Or higher. I have to roll what?
7 or higher, right?
You got 14.
You have 20. I have 14 right now, so I have to roll a.
Yeah, because you have to get above a 20 or else you don't make any money.
Tie.
I don't think so. 3, 6, 9. That's 17. I don't. Nope. Fuck.
And roll percentile dice, please.
Fuck me. Below.
You lose another 23% of
23%.
your money.
Oh, goodness. Alright.
Okay. And then you guys averaged out.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys would like to do while you're... Any more gambling?
No, I'm
wanna
done.
do
I'll try just the
What?
2 die, the percentile.
The percentile die? Okay, go for it. You're looking for above 50%.
7.
Oh, wait.
27. Alright, roll percentile dice again. How much were you betting?
1,000.
Okay, you lose 12% of 1,000.
12%.
No. Oh, a 10.
No.
Wait, that's 102. I don't think that...
You lose everything and you have to pay more?
No.
So he loses everything, basically.
Yeah.
Because he rolled a
I could
10.
lose 102%. I didn't bet everything I had.
But whatever you bet, you lost all of that. The 2 and 7 is 27, then 10 and 2 is 102%.
Yeah, 100
So you basically lost 100% of everything you bet.
L.
That's
think so.
Alright.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I
Tough
came
roll.
out more with than what I came in with, so I did good, but yeah.
That's gambling, I guess.
It's gambling for you. All right.
No.
Can you take some spice? give me a constitution saving throw.
Last time you did this, you flew.
With disadvantage.
Oh. Fucking high.
So you take just a little bit. Yeah. And you're like
Put the rest down. I don't even care.
you take the whole rest of it?
Oh.
No, I put the rest of my gold down.
Oh, you put the rest of it going down. So you're like, wow! God, I lost a lot of money.
Well, just
The rest of the gold down. Here we go. 399 gold on the table. Boom. And everyone's like, ooh, this guy's going crazy. All right, give me a roll.
God damn it.
28%. Just the dice roll.
garbage.
84% lost. Let's make it a little more interesting. I don't like these percentile dice. Roll your dice. Roll your 2 to 10 dice. It's underwhelming.
D4.
Let's do it. You're rolling against a dealer. All on black 24.
Alright.
3. Plus 6. 1.
16 total.
total. 17. You make your 400 gold on top of your 400 gold.
You got 800 gold.
So you're back up to 800.
All right.
Feeling the spice,
you're like,
baby.
Just like hanging
you
on
start
the
just running around the room and like knocking tables over and just like
Hell yeah.
and Emma's like, oh, congratulations! I see you're
What?
enjoying the products and the gambling.
Hell
He is
yeah.
deluded. All right, you gonna gamble anymore?
I could go all night.
Okay.
I could just let it roll.
I mean,
But everybody else's stuff to do. So.
Jesus.
All right, you guys make your way out of the squeaky bar stool, and all kind of make your way back to the Silver Coin Inn. And Dimitri, give me another wisdom saving throw.
please don't take off your clothes.
Wisdom.
Smart as this turtle. Dope.
Okay, you're at a good level. You know, you're like I could take a little more spice, but nah, I'm feeling really good right now. I don't need to do any more spice. And you feel the baggie, and you're like, nah, just keep it back there. That's fine. And you're like, yeah, Apple, yeah, I make money gambling. Yes, that was very good. Yes.
Only
You
lost
did good, big
500
man.
He like punches you in the arm, shoulder. You're like, oh fuck, yeah.
As hell.
All right, you guys all reconjoin back up at the Silver Coin Inn. To Caspian and Aki, who are just kind of sitting there, and they're like in a conversation, and they're enjoying a couple glasses of wine, and they've got like dinner laid out. There's candles. They requested candles, so there's candles been like burning, and Jalef has put on a fresh apron. It's like taking their order again and bringing them more wine, and he's healthily pouring Aki's glass, and
This is my favorite wine from region. What's it called again? I seem to have had too many glasses of wine.
oh well,
Yes.
yes, this is.
Windurin. Yes, that's what's called.
Oh, yes.
Windurin wine. Yes, it's very, very good.
Jacob keeps trying to like say something. And Caspian
Yeah,
always like
yes.
knows what to say the next line.
This is from Windur. You're correct, Caspian. This is from the northern Elverden forest. The hillsides near Swad make amazing vintages of wine. Yes, there's heavy notes of blackberries and ripe fruits and a nutty aftertaste. Yes, and he pours out a glass for Aki and goes, "It's on the house." Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jailer, for very kind.
Caspian, I guess yours is on the house too.
Thank you, sir. I'm honored.
And then,
there they are.
as you say that, you hear this like, boom, and Dimitri's there. It's like, "Goosh, I want money!" And you see his eyes are like bloodshot, and Appo's
like shaking his head,
trailing
just walking,
behind,
just like
Appo quietly trailing. I'm just gonna squint at Appo.
and like most of the patients are like
Appo.
watching this
I'm
giant
quite
turtle
gotten
walking
used to
in.
this giant
Me
turtle
too, big
blundering
boy.
around.
he can make his own decisions.
So I see that you had some fun.
I'm gonna look to see if I see Chendrick anywhere.
He's not there.
Okay, but I will still say, we'll talk about it. Not here though.
Come try this wonderful wine from Windurin.
Let's just drink tonight. We'll talk about this tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
Talk about
You
what?
make me very worried when you want to talk about
The
things.
money. Talk about all the money we won and all the shit that Dimitri did. Oh my god, it was just. He was naked at one point. It was ridiculous. He was on tables dancing. Yeah, it was.
Many
It was
troubles do
So he
tend to
did
ruin
that drug again?
friendships.
It sounds
he's
like
just
he did that
dancing.
drug.
he was just dancing, man. He won this huge pot. It was great. And then he just took off all
You
his
can
clothes and ran around the room.
You can do an insight check if you want. Aki.
I want to do an insight check.
Okay.
Are you deception?
Squint, narrow my eyes.
Seems like he was just having a good time.
Oh,
I'm having great rolls
Oh.
tonight.
Actually, no. You can tell he's lying out of his fucking ass.
He's just like, well,
You see him like dart his eyes up to like to like Dimitri a couple times, and like
We out here, man. Help me out.
Yelling at people.
Yeah, Dimitri's like making his rounds through the entire bar, just like, yeah! And people are just like, oh, I'm trying to drink my beer.
Something suspicious is going on here.
And he's just like standing over people and just like yelling down at them, like to the
Apo,
top of their heads.
Go. Take control of Dimitri.
Does Dimitri have ears?
He's got, I guess, turtles have holes in their head.
Yeah. Turtles
I'm
have
gonna walk
holes.
up to Dimitri and just like grab by his nose and just like, come on. Just like take it back to the table.
Dimitri, do you want to go, or do you want to just keep yelling around at people?
I'll follow Apple, but I'm gonna keep screaming at people.
give me a strength check, I guess. I don't know.
Strength check? Okay.
Okay, so you don't break every chair between you and the table that you're going
Oh
towards.
my
Thank
god.
God.
You're just yelling at people.
Waiter, bring him a giant turkey. It might distract him.
Caspian, my name is Jalif. You're in here all the time. Like, I know who you are.
Okay, I was expecting there to be a waiter other than Jalith. I'm sorry. My wrong assumption.
He's the barkeep. I mean, there's like a few people running around, but he's the one, like, he's standing right by the table because I'm
Alright.
sitting there.
Waiter?
Jalith,
Oh, I'm sorry,
Bring
Jalith.
him a roast turkey.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll be right. Aki, is there anything else that you want?
No, I think I have to run back to the ship. I want to check on something. I'll be right
Oh,
back.
right.
I'm just gonna like slide my
Of
chair
course.
up.
And he's like, oh, and then like as you leave, he turns to Caspian. Was it something I said?
I'll
Oh,
stand
no,
there and be like, yeah.
don't mind her. You know,
It was
she's
everything.
She's very
aloof
aloof.
into and all that.
Right.
Does
okay,
Aki go
right.
back to the ship?
I'll go get
Aki's
the
go back to
turkey.
the
And you
ship,
see,
yeah.
you see as he walks back, his head's kind of like down a little bit. As he like walks in and gets the turkey. You know, he's very bummed that Aki
yeah, look-
left.
Let's go back to the ship.
Dimitri comes back and gives you just a big leg of turkey.
We're just sitting there happily with the turkey. Apo's following me out, I guess.
I'll follow with Aki because I want to talk to her about stuff.
Yeah, so Aki, as the door opens, boom, you hear it close, boom, and then boom, it comes again. And you look behind you, and Apple has followed you out.
Say, Apo. So you're gonna admit to me you're allowing our giant turtle to run rampant in this
Not my
very
fault.
nice city?
I don't know where he keeps it. He just pulls it out and then all I hear is and that's it. I hear the sniff, and next thing I know, he's running around naked.
Okay, well, I was looking at one of the plants that Rube helped me establish, and it's been a few weeks, and it should be just about reaching a point where it's, growing. He's just gremlin and back and fucking in. I have an idea. I think that we can substitute his addiction to something that we can control better.
Okay.
This,
And
I
yeah.
think he'll like this. It's called Harada. It'll make him slightly stronger, but it'll also make him weaker for a certain amount of hours, which
Makes him okay.
would be good to wean him off.
It's better than whatever he's taking now.
Yeah, a tame turtle is better than a rampant turtle, I feel.
Yeah. Surprised he didn't get kicked out of there.
So yeah, we're gonna go back on the boat. I don't know. Do you want me to
Help
check
out.
roll anything for this?
Um,
It's basically like the coca leaves, like what they make cocaine from. You're just basically
Yeah.
gonna have him like chew on the leaves.
Dimitri, right now from Spice, it's a disadvantage on all wisdom and intelligence checks, but it's a +2 to your strength
Nice.
while
Okay.
you're on the drugs. But when the drug wears off, you take a point of exhaustion.
See,
That's when you-
that's
that's when you-
much
that's when you-
worse.
That's when you wake up face down in a pile of horse shit.
That's much worse. All right.
I'm gonna do some feats of strength.
Yeah, do you want to start breaking tables and shit?
No.
My, Dimitri, what kind of...
I wanna start
what have
betting
you
I can, like,
eaten
lift people up in the
recently?
air.
Why are you running around screaming?
Why are you crazy?
Yeah, so Dimitri just turns to the room and is like, "Who wants me to lift for money?"
Like, Dimitri is basically like Tommy Wiseau. Like, a ball of chaotic energy. You don't know what the fuck he's gonna do, but you're like kind of afraid of him.
Yeah, it's not wrong. You know? It spices some serious shit. So, Appo and Aki, you guys walk into the ship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wanna like try to grab some of those leaves off that print.
Okay.
I want to see as we're
Dimitri,
walking. Is anyone following us?
in the meantime, can you try
God.
to lift up people in the room?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you look
Please
around the
don't
room and
have
there's
strength.
a couple of dwarfs near the, like a table, and like there's a couple of like humans that are just like all kind of like eyeing you from the corner, and there's like another half orc that's sitting there, and he's kind of like leather's on, and he's just watching you. Anyone in particular you want to walk up to and lift up in the air?
I'm gonna pick up the dwarf and the orc.
So you walk up behind them, and the dwarf's like, "All right, laddie, can I help you?" And so go ahead and give me 2 strength checks, +2 for the spice. Okay, and the spice, and the next one. Okay.
You throw it.
So you grab the orc and just, and he's like, "Hey, get the fuck off me! Get the fuck off me!" And you go to grab the dwarf, and he's like, "No, laddie, no!" And he like squirms, and he like wriggles out from underneath your grasp, and you're just like, "Brah!" And you like have the dwarf, like the orc, just like above your head, like. You grab him by the shirt, so you like palm him up, so he's like planking on the top of your hand. And
Like Dirty Dancing.
And you kind of like spin him around a couple times, and you put him down. And he's like, "Fuck you, man, fuck you!" And he goes to punch you in the face.
Oh my god, we're gonna do a fight right now.
It's just kind of like, he's like, "Ah, fuck you, dude, fuck you." Do you do anything back?
Again.
Do you pick him up again?
Again.
Do you pick him up again?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Oh my
okay.
God.
Give me a strength. Give me another strength check. Okay, so you pick him up, and as you begin to spin him around, he pulls a dagger out, and he goes to stab you with it, like, as you're picking him up. So you, like, drop him a little bit, and he goes, and he, like, stabs you, like, in the shoulder, and you take 1 point of piercing damage, but he definitely, like, jams a little knife into you. He's like, "Don't fuck with me, man! I told you to not do that again!" And you get, like, a dagger sticking out of your collarbone when you're doing anything to it. You're on spice, man. Give me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh man. Nope.
This man has just disrespected the fuck out of you in front of all these people, and he's a puny little orc man, and he's got to get punished for this shit, man.
Bust him out.
I'm gonna pull the dagger out. Is there like a dartboard somewhere?
Sure. There's like maybe on one back corner there's like a couple like wanted posters that are like been like pinned up, and people just like are like have like huck knives, and no one's doing it right now. Everyone's watching you, but like you can tell that people have hucked knives into this pillar before.
Right, I'm gonna pull the knife out and try and throw it at the wanted poster.
All right, give me an attack roll with your dexterity modifier.
Roll plus 2 for dex.
Yeah, d20 plus 3. So you just take it out, into the pillar, and he's just like, "Okay, man, okay, I don't want any trouble. You could pick me up again if you really want to."
I'm gonna pick him up again.
You just gotta pick him up again, and just spin him around. Everyone just looks really uncomfortable. Aki and Appo, you guys are approaching now, and it's late, like it's very late at night, and you see that there are 2 guards sitting outside by the Merchant's Grotto Guild.
Is there anybody else following us?
Give me a perception check.
Somebody know women. Non-natural 20.
Okay.
Appo's on
So-
edge.
Apo and Aki, you guys are making your way from the silver coin away down towards the Merchant's Grotto Guild. As you are walking, Apo, you're kind of like, you feel this feeling that you're being watched, and you kind of glance around, and you looked at the streets. The streets are, I mean, once you move away from the Silver Coin Inn, they're pretty much empty.
I have dark vision on though.
Yep. I mean, it's still lit. This district
Okay,
is
okay.
lit by oil lanterns that are positioned on
Yep.
posts throughout this whole district. So it is decently lit. As you guys are walking down through an alley, there is movement that darts past. Like you just catch a glimpse of movement between, like as you're walking down the alleyway and you look down, you catch it cross back behind. That's all.
I'm going to slyly slip my arm around Aki's and just say, "Play along," as if we're like a casual couple just walking down the streets.
Aki, you feel Oppo like kind of get close to you and like grab your arm. Yeah, and you guys just continue walking.
We're going to the ship, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you guys haven't got to the guild yet though.
Okay. Yeah.
You're walking down the street towards it.
And we're just gonna sort of just arm in arm kind of thing, like a a couple walking home kind of thing.
Okay, as you guys are making, Aki, do you let him do this?
I suppose. Yeah.
So-
Aki's like a little hesitant, like
Just play
On the
along.
defense-
So Aki, give me a perception check too.
from the get go.
Aki, Aki, give me a perception check too.
Wisdom, on wisdom.
Ooh.
So Aki, you see it too. As you kind of look down these same, Oppo kind of, you guys both glance like naturally glancing down the alleyway as you're passing it, and you guys both see a blur of movement.
Whisper, I'll say, we are being followed by potential new friends of ours.
Can I see them well? I have like.
You guys
dark
just-
vision.
Yeah, I mean that's the only reason why you could see this.
Gotcha.
They're not standing in the alleyway. Whatever it was just moved past the street and just a blur, and then it's gone. As you guys continue walking, give me another perception check. You guys are just walking down the middle of the street.
Yeah. I mean,
You guys are alone on this street, just walking.
21.
18.
We're getting mugged.
You guys move, probably 3 or 4 more blocks, and you.
I'm gonna turn
Guy-
left down the first alleyway, and
Oh,
like
the
pull
first-
Apple with me.
Okay. So right as you're about to turn your way down that alleyway, you guys see a figure step out down the street, probably about another block in front of you, and you guys quickly just turn and take the first left. And
Now I'm going
as
to
you're
cast invisibility on myself.
I'm gonna
I'm
dart into
going-
the shadow and
Whisper
Have my
to
crossbow
Apple,
ready.
like, you go, and I'm going to take off. I'm gonna try to
Okay.
go up to
So
the
then-
top of the building.
I'm
Okay,
gonna draw my
so-
sword and my hand crossbow, and then basically find a shadow to hide in.
okay, give me a stealth check, and as you guys turn, give me stealth checks for both of you to see if you can like just kind of duck into this alley really quickly.
1.
21.
Dexterity stealth.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, I wasn't trying to be stealthy. I was just trying to like turn down the hall. Like,
No, this was
The
just to
alleyway.
see like if you could like duck into an alleyway and then just get the invisibility off.
oh, gotcha.
So Appa, you kind of just blend that back into the shadows, and Aki, you
I should just disappear.
yeah, you just go down, and
Like
as-
the moment I enter the shadow.
yeah,
pretty much.
are you and you fly up to the rooftop, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Appa, you're staying in the alleyway itself.
In a shadow, basically, like
And
waiting
you're
for the
looking-
guy
you're-
to.
to come down.
Yeah, waiting for the guy to come down.
Okay, you guys wait. Aki, you're up on the rooftop, looking down at the alleyway too, towards the central street, or are you flying away?
Where was the shadow? On the central street?
Yeah, so you guys are walking like down
Yeah.
the main street, and you see a figure step out a block in front of you, and you guys took the first left down the first alleyway, and then you went invisible, flew up to the
Oppo.
building, the
Can
top
I
of the
try to
building,
see
and then
out and see
Oppo.
if the figure's still out there somewhere?
From this perspective, you cannot the rest of the building roof. Because he came towards you guys and then disappeared beneath the angle of the rooftops,
Gotcha.
so you can no longer see down to where it was, unless you want to move to the edge of the street and look down.
No.
You're just
I'll
gonna
stay
stay
where
up
I
there
am.
and stay kind of peering down the alleyway.
Yeah.
Okay, Oppo, you're in the alleyway still. Okay,
Hiding.
give me a perception check.
Enemies.
Okay,
14.
you look as one figure approaches, and then another one shows up, and another, and another. There's 4 of them.
Look.
And you see one of them reach into his pack and pull out something in his hand and begin to peer through it.
They're looking at me.
And begins to scan.
I'm gonna duck down.
I like duck down behind
stealth checks for both of you.
Shit.
Stealth check or stealth save?
Stealth check.
Check.
Okay.
It's not the best.
Oppo, you see him kind of linger, and then look up, and then down, and then he kind of taps one of them, and gestures in your direction, and then points up to the rooftop. And then three of them begin to scale the building. After
I'm going to.
where
so there's 2 where I'm at.
There's one down the alleyway now, still with you.
It's me.
Yep. The one who had the monocle and pointed everything out. I mean, they all kind of.
They see me. So I'm gonna come out, crossbow pointed at him, sword at my side, and just say, "If you know what's good for you, you'll walk away."
No response. He's just still standing there watching you. Aki, what are you doing? You hear like the.
So where are we at this point?
So
we're in an alleyway.
Yeah. So you're on the rooftop, and you were
on our way to the Merchant's Grotto Guild.
You were about halfway to the guild.
Okay.
Yeah. Between the silver coin and the Merchant's Grotto, you were halfway, and you guys ducked up into an alleyway. 3 guys. They as they turned the alleyway, they all pulled things out of their pockets and began to scan the alleyway. And 3 of them have climbed the building up towards where you are, and one of them is staying in the alleyway where Oppo is. What are you doing? As you hear them, they begin to climb.
I'm going to try to duck back down into the alleyway next to Oppo.
You're gonna jump down?
Yep.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Well, I guess like glide down.
Okay, you're gonna glide down. So your wings come out and you leave off. So give me another stealth check to see how stealthily you can do that.
You're still invisible, aren't you?
I'm invisible also, yeah.
Yeah, so stealth checks are with advantage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you should have had that one.
Oh, I guess
16.
I should have had the other one. True.
It's okay. No
Yep.
worries.
That's fine.
It's okay.
Here it comes.
Aki, you jump. You float down to back where Oppo is, and make some rolls here.
You're gonna draw a battle map. This.
We can do that.
This. Yeah, we're about to try and get mugged. Too bad they have no idea who they're dealing with.
Let's see.
Okay. So, watch how amazing this is gonna be. Okay. So
I
here's.
wonder if we're gonna get any combat tonight, but at the very end.
So here's kind of like here's the alleyway. Let's put it like this. Here's the next kind of building here. This will be the rooftop. The buildings.
3D scale, man.
Look how cool this is, bro. Okay, there's the buildings. And then, so this down here is, this is kind of like the main street. Here. Got your things. So here's Aki and Apple. And
How big is this alleyway to scale?
It's not quite that big. It's
Say
probably
10
like
feet.
it's probably 10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll say we're working with about this 3 tiles.
Tiles is one movement.
3 tiles is about how wide it is.
Gotcha.
Yeah, these 3
just
tiles
for-
right here.
For lack of better people, I'll just use these guys. Actually, let's not. Well, what I can do is I can
This is the alleyway.
I can just
Yeah,
make,
we'll
you guys,
make our guys bigger. Yeah.
just make you guys bigger.
And in Aki, as you come down, I'm like, I have a crossbow trained on one of them, and
So these guys are up here on the roof.
basically like kind of thing.
They're kind of here. And so because I don't want to get into full combat at 10 o'clock, Aki, you jump down, you see Oppo with his crossbow trained at this guy at the end, and you you hear from above, you hear one of them say, in your direction, Aki, they say, "You're coming with us."
Ooh,
And that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
Alright.
dope. All right,
No.
got this. Did they look magical at all, or they were just like soldiers with?
No.
Swinging the orc around from the bar.
All right. I'll see you guys.
All right.
Good night, guys.
See ya.
Oh my goodness. This is TOS. Wow.
Jeez. That shit was so loud.
Amazing.
Jesus. Way too loud. So
I was-
I
loud.
turned it down.
We'll just hold on. Wait, where's the?
Wait, where is Caspian?
Just dancing with my little orc friend in the bar.
Alright.
Yes.
What the fuck? Caspian got a little too many
Beautiful.
cups in.
Bigger.
Beautiful.
There it is.
He looks great.
How do I? Gotta draw. What is-
goodness.
My rage symbol now.
Put a lot of effort in there. You put in a lot of effort. There's a text tool. I just want to let you know.
No, this makes it better.
Cut through.
Is there a text tool?
Yeah.
For DMs only.
DMs only.
DM only. The dim only. What the fuck? Why is this not working? Oh my goodness. Dude, shitland.
Wait, I need
Comrade.
Oh my goodness. Booyah! I just scrolled down and see Booyah.
Suka
I'm
Billiat.
out of here. I don't know.
All right, guys.
These have to
That
be
was-
against TOS.
That was wonderful.
All right. Let's see if we
All
can try
right.
again. Play again sometime this week after Nick's done.
Yeah,
Let's
even
shoot for
either
between Thursday to
Thursday
Friday.
or I'll be out because I'm on that show on Friday, so maybe Thursday can do it, or this weekend I don't have any plans. So
I'm busy on Saturday. I work Saturday night. Hold on. Let me double check for Saturday night. Hold up. Wait.
Let me check
Yeah.
my Saturday schedule.
5 p.m. 5 p.m.
5 p.m. Okay.
So Sunday
So
I'll be
maybe
available.
maybe
Also.
maybe Thursday or Sunday.
Thursday or Sunday. Sounds good.
Yeah. We could shoot for Thursday, honestly.
Yeah. I'm down for Thursday.
Yeah, I'm down for Thursday.
Alright. Zach, down for Thursday. Becca, down. Becca, work.
Works.
Rip.
Rip. Okay. All right, everybody.
We'll
That
just say
was,
See you
Becca's
next
with us
time.
for the sake of us not getting murdered.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, everybody.
Goodbye.
Have a good night.
Peace.
Bye.
We need to play Neverwinter this weekend.
True. Well, yeah. When we're not busy.
Zach, we'll play Neverwinter this weekend because I'm not busy.
What level was
I'll
that?
try.
Zach, what level are you?
Zach's 50 something.
I have to catch up. Oh, fuck you guys.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Alright, peace.
All right, peace.
Wait.